Everyone to the Chilly Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. We are in grand final territory. You heard it here. Best of 5 series. We are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, but if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Tomb, let me get you caught up on all that information. The members of Team Alexander on the left-hand side banned out Infernal Shrines and Dragonshire. Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass are banned up by the members of VGM Gaming. And so now we head into our best of 5 to determine who's going to take home $250 and who's going to be going home with just 50 bucks. Let's get into this, as we do have the Stukov and the Cassia immediately banned out. This is, honestly, God, this is going to be such a slapper of a game. Like, this series will clap. I'm saying that right now. Like, this is going to be a really, really, really good series. I'm trying to think. So their Garrosh was really, really strong. Did they play a Nubrak in game 1? No, I think they played Garrosh in game 1, didn't they? I think they played Garrosh in game number 1. So, oh, they actually get rid of the Junkrat. Not a bad ban for this map. You have a lot of good areas to set up the Junkrat within the rotations as well. His harassment's really strong on top of that. Wad of Meat, thanks for the follow. That's a good name. This was one of the best tanks in HGC. Well, now in HGC Europe, it was JP. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was a Korean fanboy, so I will agree with you on that fact right there. But I'm sure I'm waiting for someone. Is that Tist? Yeah, Tist is playing Spell according to chat. According to chat, which is never wrong, Spell is Tist. Gondor? Yeah, Porky's confirming it too. But is Tist? Butt's bot, please. You don't know what you're talking about. There's gonna be the Garrosh, as I was mentioning beforehand, and we have a Urel as well. They did actually grab this on the Battlefield of Eternity game, and it was really, really strong. This is actually gonna be, this is the same matchup from Battlefield as well. There was actually a Malthael into Urel, and Vesper will pick that up into them. This will be very interesting to see. Tiger JK, or I guess not really Tiger, because it's just the next use. What are they gonna grab next? They actually could look for the ETC here and just lock in a tank, but they're actually going to go for the Sylvanas. I wonder if they're actually afraid that there's going to be a priority onto the Sylvanas over the ETC, obviously because they already have their main tank. They could ban out ETC, as they do need some sort of main tank. They also need wave clear in the form of a spellcaster, so they could also start to limit things in that department as well. We'll have to see what the priority is. Tist is solid, yeah. Spell or Tist has been significantly solid throughout this entire, well, the best of 3 we just watched, but now we are in that best of 5 territory, so things get a little different as Chromie to be banned out. I can actually see the value from it. The wave clear is still moderate, so it's not awful. Things like Zool, though, might be a consideration. I know that kind of is a fairly thick front line, but even then, oh, they're going to respect Hyde's Deckard. And I would too. Like, I would absolutely respect Hyde's Deckard. The Deckard in game 1 and 2 is not something to scoff at whatsoever. Like, I didn't look at the stats, but still, like, there were so many moments where I was like, this character should die. And they did die, but they didn't die for a lot longer because Hyde was there. Okay. Next 2 picks, though, they are going to need something in the healing department, and they need wave clear and also some extra damage. So I'm really curious to see what they prioritize. Greymane Anduin. Okay, gives them a cleanse with the Leap of Faith. Chastise will give them a good lockdown tool as well. Greymane can really play off of that. Ruby OP, exactly, Holybeard. Exactly. He's just going to Lucio. Porky. How are you going to say that? Gondor was on Blossom during HGC and is playing Gold Series HGC. Rando is a half. Okay, yeah. Respect the elderly. Exactly, Kalis. ETC and Jaina will be grabbed here for the right-hand side. So that's the priority onto ETC, as we were talking about. And the Jaina makes a lot of sense for wave clear and also burst paired with the ETC, giving them also a nano boost target for the Ana. Sylvanas could probably be a nano boost target as well, maybe even Malthael, but I think the Jaina might be a priority. Regardless, left-hand side, they still need some sort of wave clear in a maged realm. No. Interesting. I mean, I guess Greymane wave clears. Is Heavy EU? I don't know. I don't think they are. Heavy just hoots. Yeah, Heavy just hoots in North America. The Anduin is trolling here. All right, Porky. All right. No, just kidding. Excuse me. This is gonna be a good one, everybody. Nah, Heavy is in a, he's well known for his Ana. Very true, very, 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 very true. Hebi is very good at hooting on Ana. I think Hebi also slaps pretty hard with Stukov, if I remember correctly from other games. But either way, this is going to be a really, really good series here. This Tomb game will be great, but I think the overall best of 5 is going to be a bloodbath. I think it's mostly because I want it to be a bloodbath. Either way, let's go ahead and get on into game. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Team Alexander. We have got Spell or Tist on that Garrosh, Hyde will be on the Anduin, Nachogen on the Greymane, Gondar will be on the Maiev, and we have Lockdown on the Urel. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of VGM Gaming. Maka will be on the Sylvanas, Kata will be on the ETC, Vespers on that Malthiel, Hebi Hooten on the Ana, and Tiger JK will be on the... Sorry, Tiger JK will be on the Jaina. I'm just trying to figure out why we need to do a remake. Wrong mounts? What's the... What the problem is? For Stukov than Ana? Hey Ace, what's up? Valorant competitive is wild ride, I can imagine. Server is central. I don't, what is it supposed to be a different server? I don't know. There's really like no way to control this though. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, some people are saying that if you make lobbies, what I've been told is if you make a lobby and you're in central, it'll be a central lobby. But here's the fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on the West Coast and I've made lobbies and they go to central. So there's really no way to control it. There really isn't a way to control it. All right, well, good luck. BGM is all West, yeah. I honest to God, I can't tell you how many lobbies I've made that still just go to Central, and I am literally in California. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'll be honest. One of the worst things that I think they patched in this game is getting rid of the decision to be able to choose what server you're set to. I don't think that was a good idea. I really don't. I'm just not a fan of how Blizzard changed their servers, because it's just like you have no control. For me, it gives me West no matter what I do. Wait, really? Or Australia? Wait, what? Even if you set yourself to North America? Because I set myself to North America and I still just get whatever. Like, I have never to this day had a central server or a West Coast server. Just keep trying. We have all day. We have all day. Okay, all right. But Australia, perfect. I hosted like 6 months ago, picked West, gave us Australia, even though not a single person's from Australia. That is the weirdest thing. You got, like, I'm telling you, like, I don't get it sometimes. I really don't. If you give the players more choice, it means queue times will rise. I honestly think though that, like, I don't know. It's super sketchy. Probably because the toilets were the other way. It makes sense. Is it hard to have settings so that the custom games go wherever the server host wants? Yes. I literally had a notebook full of like things that I would like to see in the game, and I sent it to one of the Blizz devs. They said, I can't promise any of this. Like, I literally, like, I want you to know, like, you giving the mist to me does not mean it's gonna happen. But like one of the things that I said, I was just like, let us literally control everything from the custom game in the actual custom lobby. Let me set the map, let me set the server, let me set the draft mode, let's do everything just in the custom lobby. Don't make it so that I pick the map, then make the lot, like, just have it be a one button thing and it's drop down. It's like, all right, cool, Tomb. First pick goes to this team. It's full draft mode. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It drives me nuts sometimes. Oh yeah, we have to draft, yeah. Because if you don't draft, it doesn't, like, parsing or something. I don't know. I don't know. Just we're in game. Was in a match with 3 duelists, 2 of which ended up with less kills than me. I was playing controller. Damn. Damn. All right, we're speed running this. Apparently the bans don't matter. If you give players more choice, queue times increase. That's true. That is true. You're not wrong on that. I can't wait for whomever eventually looks at this replay and was like, what the hell are these bans? Small indie company, give them a break. I give the developers a break. I don't give the big conglomerate a break. The developers are the ones who are actually, like, literally breaking their backs doing this. I don't know. There's so much. I mean, like, people are surprised when there's, like, a lot of information that comes out. Like, it's like, I can't believe, like, the tech industry has so many, like, horrible things happening, like, that are swept under the rug. And I'm like, have you looked at construction? I wish you could set some of the cheats in the lobby too, so you could set up. Yeah, and then the cheat thing is so confusing too, because the cheat menu, if you're an observer, is like super weird and busted. Couldn't remake without draft for the sake of time? No, you can't. Because the reason they're remaking the draft is probably because they have some sort of parser, or it makes no sense. It makes sense to me. So like here's the thing. If you've ever seen me cast Heroes Lounge, I use their website to show the draft. If you literally don't you do the draft in-game, there's no parser that can pull the information correctly from said game. So the reason that they typically force teams to still go through the entire draft process is so that the parser can fully pull the data correctly from the game itself. That's typically why we see the draft afterwards when there's a remake, is because the file itself will have more and correct information. Obviously the bans are all going to be wrong, but it typically has to do with how you're pulling information from it later. So I wasn't kidding when I told you it doesn't matter, chat. I told you it doesn't matter. I'm sorry to be like, ooh, look at me, I'm right, but like literally it doesn't matter. Oh, we're sorry to be like, I'm all right, but like, it doesn't matter where you make it. It really doesn't matter where you make it. Sorry, we had another lobby. I can host, I always get West, lol. Paradox, please. Bandit ain't impressed with this? No, he's done. Everyone complains because they want Central. Technology isn't there yet. The technology's not there yet. Bahamut, the fastest draft of the Nexus. Oh god, no, yeah. Isn't it so nice how SC2 implemented a server choice feature in customs now? Think? Did Heroes just give their server away? Is that it? Heroes was just like, all right, whatever. It's just StarCraft, you can have it. Well, back into the draft. Just whatever. Oh god. I am loving this memorable moment. Me too. Me too, Sivo. I don't know what happened now. Oh, it was probably first pick something? I don't know. In this case, their parser should parse the first replay draft because the bans in the second one. No, because I think you have to play out the game fully, otherwise it won't do it. But it's not your problem, Baha. No, I think you have to play out the game fully for it to actually parse correctly, though. That's the thing. Just gonna stream drafts? Yeah, we're just streaming drafts. Calling an Abathur ban this time? Yeah, I think we get a Cho'Gall ban. Servers are just not possible to wrangle. Yeah, it's small conglomerate company. Not sure about servers. To properly remake, you simply make a custom and pick the same heroes in the previous draft. Yeah. But how? But how what? Sorry, I missed the but how why question. We're on a delay, so me seeing questions are confusing. Are you asking but how the parser? Parsers are written by people that literally can just pull game data from replays. I am a draft god. They should just program this feature into the parser. I mean, I don't write things, but I don't think it's that easy. That's like saying just make it so you can choose your servers and here's the storm forehead. Like, I don't know. I don't think Lockdown owns URL in this NA account. Which is why they needed to redraft. Then why would they redraft again for the third time? Doesn't make sense. It's the same draft. Yeah, same draft. Same draft, but the bans don't matter, apparently. All right, so by the way, this time one of the members of Team Alexander made this map. We will slowly get into game 1 of our best of 5 series.
You could give the best hugs.
Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it, everybody. Sorry about the sassiness. It's just Blizzard servers have always been like this, and it's frustrating when you're trying to do an event. Let's hopefully get into it's West. We did it. Congratulations. On the left-hand side, we got Team Alexander. We got Hyde on the Anduin. Gondar's gonna be on the Maiev. Nachojin will be on the Greymane. Lockdown's gonna be on the Urel, and Spell Ortist will be on that Garrosh. On the right-hand side, we got the members of VGM Gaming. Vesper will be on the Malthael, Hebi Hooten on the Ana. We've got Cattle on the ETC, Maka on the Sylvanas, and Tiger JK on that Jaina.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to send this replay because it's very appropriate. Okay. It's West, success, yeah. I hope we get 5 drafts per game as usual. Rob Christie, what's up? West, we did it, Reddit, yeah. How do you know? Top left. I have a little stat bar that I can pop up really quickly. For anyone that doesn't know how to pop that up to get all your stats, Control-Alt-F. Or Alt-Control-F, either way. That's gonna be a whole lockdown onto Tiger JK, who almost walked out of that alive, and then they said, wait a minute, no, Jaina, you're dead. First blood goes over to the side of Team Alexander as VGM Gaming will go ahead and continue to do rotations against them. And here's the big thing for Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's gonna be big rotations from mid to top, and maybe a rotation to bottom lane here and there for a potential pick on one of these solo laners. But the big thing will just be consistently getting these gems and looking for some of the questing talents from level 1, as well as just picking up those gems for the first Webweaver phase. All right, sorry. I was reading chat for a couple seconds, but I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything at the start of the game, or if there was anything that chat was trying to tell me. Either way, we do have pretty much our standard level 1s. Pursuit of Vengeance. I've actually been seeing more and more, wow, this invade from Lockdown onto the point. Vesper's gonna be taking a lot of damage, but Lockdown, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it out of here. That's gonna be the chase in, and a very aggressive invade didn't work out for them, and that will be Spell Ortist being able to get the Leap of Faith to pull them out. Hyde will save them right there. Groundbreaker on the ground just to maybe catch them in that rotation into mid lane. Gondar gonna try and find some Fan and Knife resets, but won't find any, I don't believe. Sylvanas will be able to burn through this wave with those black arrows as well. Did go into Overwhelming Affliction at level 1. I wouldn't be too surprised to see them go into the Might of the Banshee Queen at level 4. Excuse me. Is it Might of... No, not Might of the Banshee Queen. That's I can't, her Merc Queen, I could not think of the word right there. Gondar actually self-cleanses with the Vault of the Warden, will not go down. I believe there was some damage over time thrown onto them, but that will only be one kill. Excuse me, you have one kill in that engagement for the members of VGM Gaming. Some good back and forth thus far, as Vesper is going to hold their own in bottom lane, not getting picked off by Nachogen or Lockdown Cattle, trying just to turn in 8 right now. We do have roughly, 38 on the side of VGM Gaming, and we have 29 at least in the pockets for the side of Team Alexander. Very, very close when it does come to our first objective phase. I'm just waiting to see what we get when it comes to any sort of interactions here. Cattle didn't go for it, actually didn't get the turn I thought they got earlier. Tries to power slide away. The Umbral Bind's going to pull them back in. Toss comes out from the garage as well. Burst damage will be onto Cattle. They're going to try and walk out of here. They do have some healing from Heavy, but it's not enough to hoot, and they're going to go down. They're going to answer back for that earlier game kill, and so it's 2 up on both sides. 5-5 in our levels, as turn-in availability is nearing for both teams fairly soon. Tiger gets the Hearth back in top lane, and Channel comes through. Oh yeah, like Stark's been playing like leagues and stuff. Like Stark's been around since before way before HGC. Stark, are you 3,000 on your account yet? Is that it? Are you 3,000 or are you just like halfway through 2,000? I can't remember. Stark plays this game a lot. Anyways, 7 talent tiers going to be rolling through on both sides in just a moment here. We do have, as I said, turn availability coming through on both sides. That is going to be... They're going to need to watch these turn-ins right now, especially because at least Maka does have enough for a turn-in. If that Sylvanas is missing, they're going to be wanting to make sure that these Web Weavers are denied. But Spell or Tist only needs to get 1 gem in out of the 3 in their pocket. Maka might try and go for an interrupt. Cattle doesn't make it there in time, and that will be first Web Weaver phase in favor for the side of Team Alexander. Vesper might have gotten dove down here. Maka comes down to help. There's a Righteous Hammer, and they actually don't have the invade from the rest of the team. They're actually going to continue to fight just above this bottom lane engagement. Just throwing the Biter Grenade out onto Vesper just to get some extra healing onto them. Now we're just gonna wait and see what happens here. Almost 3.5k, dear lord! I'm just trying to keep my 1 point in master. It's harder than keeping the that's true, yeah. I mean, to be master #1 in this game is very, very difficult. Yes. And not #1, master 1. Excuse me, I misspoke there. Regardless, we do have the Web Weaver phase coming out right now. 8's up on both sides. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. And now we have just mid lane, I think, being sieged up. Bottom lane got forced back. Jaina clears out top, so let's focus in onto this mid lane as they actually just get the front gate and they're going to rotate out. I wonder, do they? No. They're going to... I was watching minimap for a second. It seemed like they were going to rotate towards bottom for a potential pick onto Maltheo, but no, not going to make that quick rotation down there. They want to deny their turn in onto the enemy team for them to answer onto this Web Weaver phase power slide from ETC, but the Indomitable is going to be there from Garrosh in time, so no CC out from them and no setup for any sort of pick off as mid lane. Some back and forth from Lockdown, but I think just Tiger got pushed around a bit right there as 10 talent tier will be coming in on both these sides fairly soon. Gondar are going to turn in a bit. 30 in the pockets for Team Alexander, 48 in the pockets, and 38 already turned in. They need 14 gems in to the bank on the side of on the side of VGM Gaming. And they're actually looking at a back-to-back turn-in possibility. They might need a few more gems before they go for the turn-in, but if they push all 3 lanes, they could be looking for back-to-backs, as I was mentioning beforehand. Maka is the one who does have the full turn-in, so they need to watch them. They need 14 or more, I guess, in their pockets. So we can actually, here, I want to show this really quickly. You can see who's carrying what, and it looks like, yeah, it's just Maka with the 18, but Maltheo can just pick up 2 more, and they're a threat as well. So just little things to consider right there. Just also the nice bits of Aliobs. Just shout out to the creator of it who gives us more buttons to basically, like, we can look at APM. Like, who doesn't want to look at players' APM currently? We have nearly 500 APM on a Maiev, who is just wave clearing. We're going to leave APM up for a couple seconds here because we have 10 talent tiers and those are... Containment Disc. Interesting. No Warden's Cage. Yeah, #1 master. Yeah, exactly. 10 talent tiers up. Nothing else out of the ordinary. Water Elemental for the Jaina, but that's sustained damage. I just want to see their APM during a team fight. That's the real reason I have this still up right now. Because I'm waiting to see what happens. Oh, there's a sleep dart onto Garrosh. They're going to power slide into Nacho Jin. Is going to be in... Oh, the mosh pit's dropped. And Cattle goes for the full duration on the mosh right there. Just like, you know what? I missed it. Dance party for me. They don't use Ardent Defender. They save that 2-minute cooldown. There's going to be the containment disc. That's onto Ana. You see some assist pings coming out as well. There's a light bomb onto Cattle. Nice face melt, but that actually boops him into Tiger. And there's going to be a Umbral Bind to pull them back. Lockdown finds the jump, and they're going to get the pick off right there as there's going to be a Warlord's Challenge toss onto Cattle. They dive back onto the cow, and they cook the cow. Lockdown's going to dive in. Still has Ardent Defender off of cooldown. I think they're waiting for the Malthael Last Rites to come out and just utilize it right then and there, as Vesper is going to be taking a lot of damage. Is there a Last Rites to be thrown out? Is it going to happen? Righteous Hammer comes out. The Chastise misses, and Hyde backs out right there. Let's go ahead and go back to the talents, because we have 13 talents here coming in fairly soon, and I'm sure all of you want to see what those talents are going to be, but they go ahead and clear out these waves. What value they get from the Web Weavers is going to be something that I'm interested to see. Containment Disc is thrown backwards. It is a fairly short cooldown, 40 seconds on that one right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So red Web Weavers will be descended and cleared out. Top lane doesn't get much value, and this is what I was talking about a little bit in the draft. The wave clear coming out from Team Alexander very, very low. Like Indomitable. They forced Leap of Faith and Indomitable. So that's an 80-second cooldown and a 40-second cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Righteous Hammer to force them back. This is a lot of damage onto Lockdown. Ardent Defender will be used right there. Light Bomb comes out from Gondar into the 2 of the backline, where Last Rites is going to be a few seconds off of cooldown. They're going to pull them around. Vesper's just going to try and survive until they can get that value, but the red Web Weaver in mid lane will be going down. I think Spell as well. The Containment Disc is going to be there. They actually missed that. No value. Last Rites onto Spell. They're going to go down to that one right there, as that will be a second stack for the Malthael. Very well played from Vesper. APM dropped to 36 during Mosh Pit. I feel like mine would be the highest during a mosh pit, which is just me mashing a button. Please! Turn-in is going to be coming in right now. They actually need one literal gem on the side of VGM Gaming for their for a back-to-back turn-in, and Vesper does have that, so I think they're going to sneak that in, and that will be back-to-backs for the side of VGM Gaming. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. Power Slide. Mosh Pit's going to be dropped onto 2, but there's no damage. It's just a dance party. Dance party in top. Jaina actually ends up going down. Greymane's traded out. Excuse me, I missed that right there. Lockdown taking a whole lot of damage. Do they have Ardent Defender? Not for a few more seconds, and they get enough damage in right there, and they don't get the toss onto Vesper. I was waiting to see if it went over the gate with said toss, but red Web Weavers descend once again, and the members of VGM Game becoming a little oppressive right now, as Gondar is going to be able to survive with the Leap of Faith, and they can take... Oh, Last Rites onto Hyde. Won't be enough to get the kill. This means I can pick it against 5 Joannas, right, Dayuki? Wait, what? I'm so confused, sorry. I'm missing things in chat. Regardless, 13's up on both sides, 5 to 6 in levels. And they're gonna open up top lane further on the side of VGM Gaming. I'm waiting to see what the setup is for this. If they're going to play aggressive, are they just going to kind of hover around? Seems like they are going to hover around a bit. ETC going to tank a little bit of tower shots. Maiev throwing the Spirit backwards, but they don't proc it, and that will be Sylvanas able to lock down the tower as well. So that's a triple fort phase, or triple forts in favor for the side of VGM Gaming from their Web Weaver phase, second one of the game. Now, they could have back-to-backs against them, and this will be second one for the side of Team Alexander if they're able to sneak in the gems they need. Spell has those, and I think they should be able to get it. No one going to be able to rotate and interrupt this in time. Cattle might have a power slide. No, it won't be there. So the Web Weavers will be descending, and actually the waves are fairly pushed up for the side of Team Alexander. They have got, like, top lane's pretty much midway. Mid lane is going to crash... probably about in the middle, and then bottom lane might be pushed back, but it looks like Gondar's trying to make that a little bit faster. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. We talked about in this draft. The wave clear is a little lacking on the side of Team Alexander, and maybe they're just like, we don't care about the wave clear so long as we win the fights. You're not technically wrong. No worries. He takes the Encore Maju back off 20-second cooldown. Yeah, that's true. I have to try and watch it because they did go Encore, so I need to watch and see. ETC does have the mosh pit off of cooldown. They're trying to lock down Tiger as they dive on, and it takes a little bit extra, but they do find the kill right there onto Tiger in top lane. Urel in mid lane is going to be doing some pushing over there, as this looks like the top lane fort will be going down. Mid lane fort should go down as well, as they do have the camp. Maka's going to be able to get the Haunting Wave behind, or excuse me, the Banshees, and they're out of there. Bottom lane was already cleared out, so this is at least the double fort phase for the side of Team Alexander. And they also have 16 talent here, still going to be in this mid lane. They have spell armor from the camp. Looks like that's going to be cleared out fairly quickly, and they're not able to do too much here. ETC is just going to face melt them backwards, just to push them away. It's the thought that counts. Overwatch would have saved okay. We'll have to ask Heavy if they've been playing Overwatch. That is going to be the back-to-back turn-in phase, as we had talked about beforehand, so this will be bottom lane. Cleared out? Did they make this in time? Yeah. With Greymane here, this will be easy. So it still pushes up to basically where the enemy minion wave is, but slightly farther forward, you know? Top lane, they're just going to go ahead and rotate around. This is... well, this is the longest game the members of Team Alexander have played today. I believe. No, Alterac Pass might have been a little bit longer. Seems uncharacteristic of a Anagod, though. Nano heals to full. Oh, I didn't know that in Overwatch. Interesting. I could see how that could be a little broken in this game. It's like, yeah, you get Crystal Aegis and you get spell power. And CDR. Like, that's a I don't think we can do that one. Oh, 200 health? Okay, all right. I mean, in Overwatch, isn't like 200 health like pretty much max in Overwatch? Or I don't know. I don't play the game enough or watch it. All right. Sorry, I'm reading a little too much chat. Let's look at this right now. Webweaver in bottom lane will be cleared out. Power Slide from ETC, not going to drop the mosh pit onto anyone right there. They're going to be thrown around. Malthael's going to be thrown around as well, as they're trying to dive in the back lane. That's going to be a last rites onto Greymane. There was a containment disc onto Cattle over there as a spell is trying to work their way out of this. The consistent damage from the water elemental slowing them. They're just trying to make something happen here. They have damage over time. Flash heal from Hyde will save them. Divine Star out as well, gives them a little bit of healing. I think it gave them some speed boost as well, as there's going to be Gondar able to get away, but this is Cattle rounding the corner, and they do have Mosh Pit up and available. This is Lockdown, I think, backing off, and I think Gondar just goes down. Mosh Pit comes out. 2-minute cooldown right there. Wow, look at the CDR on that. It was at 107. It's at 80-something right now. What? It was at 107. It was like a 20-second CDR right there. 200 HP is a full heal on a DPS. Okay. Thank you, Ektar. 60-second cooldown already. I will say it is 6 to 9 in kills. Nice. Anduin going to grab a camp for bottom lane. Urel looking to help out. They need one literal gem so they can go boss Webweaver off of this. It's potential for game ending right now. This is the combo that a lot of teams try and push through top lane to end game, and they're going to leave ETC to hold, and they're going to go for the turn. And ETC holding 7 gems. They will need at least 5 of theirs. 2? 2, I think 2 from theirs, I think. He shaved 36 seconds off of a single W. 36 seconds, chat. 36 seconds to a heroic that locks people down for 4 seconds. Nah. We can't. This can't. This has to be no. 4% maybe. 8% seems way too high. He has Mosh Pit already. It hasn't been 2 minutes, right? Not even close. It's probably like a minute. Haunting Wave is going to go ahead and lock that down. We do have the Webweaver descended in lane. All the heroics are off cooldown. Keep is losing a lot of health here. They're looking to step in. Boss is just below. It's actually nearing a third of its health, or yeah, third of its health. Webweaver is still fairly healthy. Mid lane pushing up. Bottom's already gone. Excuse me. Okay. And I think they just keep and they leave. They're gonna round in for mid lane front gate maybe. Ooh, self cleanse to avoid the toss. Very well played from Vesper. Is this a new talent? It was changed. It was changed in the Wednesday patch. Basically, Encore was the exact same, but they added the passive to Encore in the most recent patch we had. That passive is the new adjustment. There was also some changes on his level 1 guitar solo and his level 7, I want to say, hammer on, to basically try and push people into a more auto attack based build etc. That seemingly hasn't changed for Cattle. This has been pretty much the same. This Encore, though, picked up a lot more because chat was doing the rough math and it's like 9.6 seconds, so we're rounding to 10 seconds roughly. They got like it's like 9.6 seconds off of your heroic CDR. It's insane. So, and I want to point this out too. It's off of face melt and the loudspeaker. So basically you could get value from the face melt and then you can get value from the loudspeaker, excuse me, from the amp as well. Not loudspeaker, that's the actual talent from level 4. But there's the little amp that he drops as well. So you get it, you can get basically, you can hit the same hero twice with one ability in a sense if you understand where I'm coming from. Lockdown taking a big rotation to the backline, trying to find some sort of righteous hammer value here. There's a lot of damage onto one. That's going to be the Maiev going down. The Anduin gets picked off as well. Nitrogen trying to get out of here. Lacerates will find the rip onto them. We have currently 4 stacks on the Maltheo. I believe that's a 20-second CDR. It's 5 seconds per hero killed with last rites. Yeah. And with that, Keep's already dead in top. They move on to core with Lockdown the only one left to defend, and Yrel doesn't have enough damage to kill this entire team. Power slide through. Yeah, just Lockdown actually gets shredded right there. Pops the Ardent Defender just in time, but the core is going to be falling here. Slowly but surely, either way, VGM is going to be able to take game number 1 in our best of 5 grand finals for the Chili Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. GG. Well played. That was a really good game 1 for a best of 5. Whew. Stark, thank you for gifting a sub to Ektar. Thank you for gifting, no, excuse me. Thank you for gifting 3 months to Ektar. Holy crap, thank you. Ektar, congratulations on our 9 months together. Dear, my words today. You dropped your beard, King? Ektar, congratulations, we did it. Great gaming, great drafts. I agree. We are not done just yet either. We have got a ways to go on this one. I mean, it's a best of 5. We're at least here for another hour and a half, minimum. Well, I guess hour at this point, right? Because basically, roughly the way that things work is a best of 3, all 3 games, like 1 game of Heroes of the Storm draft, all that blah, blah, blah setup is roughly 30 minutes. That's the way to do it. 20 minutes for the game, 10 minutes for the draft, roughly. Dear Lord. O'Malley Music, thank you for the 500 bits. Holy crap. Thank you so much. You started a hype train as well. Thank you.
And I'll still be here to
4 more drafts. Yes.
yesterday, my friend. Peace.
Thank you so much, O'Malley, for the 500 bits. You did not have to. And thank you for kicking off a hype train as well. If you'd like to get yourself some special little emotes, you can donate a couple bits and you'll be entered in to get said bits or to get said emotes. I think something today. Thank you, Big B, for the 100 bits. It'll be an hour and a half after redoing draft 3 times, Kappa. All right, Tempest. Okay, all right. Whoa, no, Stark.
It's about damn time. My cigar's missing.
Thank you for gifting 7 subs to John Mill, Big B, or Big Bird, Melville, Mr. Something, Horido, I can't say the name, I'm so very sorry, Crushinator, and Zool Rules. Thank you so much, Stark! 7 for Final 7 remake for that I'm watching in GGQ. It was so good! It was such a good run, Stark. I really enjoyed it. I hope you do as well. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Looking forward to see his reaction. Whose? Mine? Did I miss something in chat? It's all Stark. Stark, bless you. Bless you, boy. Bless you, boy. Arksith, hi! How you doing? Okay, trying to think, do I need a bathroom now? I think I can do one more game at least, yeah. Brown Bola, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the content you're seeing. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you for the level 4 hype train, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll take the bless yous from yesterday. John Mill, thank you for gifting a sub to Muchin. Thank you. Thank you for paying forward your gifted sub. Bless you, John Mill. You sweet chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support, everybody. I really appreciate it. I just want to make good content for all of you. That's all. I just want to make good content. Ark said, thank you for the follow. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Bahamut. I do a lot of Heroes of the Storm casting, like a lot of Heroes of the Storm casting. I've been featured on TESPA Collegiate Series for Fall and Spring. Back when Heroes Hype was running Open Division, I was doing stuff with that. I do work with Heroes Hearth Entertainment, or HHE, if you will. I've been an integral part within the upcoming season of CCL. I wouldn't say ran CCL Season 2, but I had a large hand in that, getting players ready and stuff like that. Always lucky. Thank you for, Millie! Thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you. But yeah, I do a lot of Heroes of the Storm casting. I love this game very much. If you enjoy it, obviously, thank you please follow here, because then you can know when I go live, all that good stuff. I have a Twitter, I have a Discord. For the Discord, I don't use everyone, I don't use here, unless it's like a literal big deal. The one time I used everyone was when I was casting on the actual Blizz Heroes channel. Like, I think that's fair. I think I'm allowed one everyone. Bahamut is a legend. Okay, believe it. Okay, thank you. When do you start making this? When do you start making this good content? What? My content's always been good. It's always been perfect. Big Letter, thank you for the follow. Let's go ahead and get into the draft, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome back into the Chilly Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. My name is Bahamut. I am your caster, your host, your admin, your good boy this day, as we are going to be getting into Towers of Doom for game number 3. O'Malley, thank you for gifting a sub. Wait, to Kaleo. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Kaleo. Kaleo, enjoy. Itsitsu? Sorry, I'm learning how to say that properly. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Kaleo indeed, yes. Okay, all right, let's get into this, because we are here in game number 2 on Towers of Doom with Team Alexander down and VGM Gaming up 1 in our best of 5 grand finals for the Chilly Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. The winner will take home $250, and second place will take home $50. Still money on the line, but either way, I want to point out really quickly that this is going to be not tuned for the second map. There we go. So the first, just for anyone wondering about map bans and stuff, Infernal Shrines and Dragonshire banned it by Team Alexander. VGM Gaming banned out Cursed Hall and Alterac Pass. First map was Tomb of Spider Queen, chosen by Team Alexander. They lost that. As the losing team, they can either choose first pick or map pick priority. They opted for first pick for game number 2, meaning that VGM chose the map and decided to take us to Towers of Doom for game number 2. So let's go ahead and get on into this. Oh. Sorry, I was confused by in-game draft chat. Knees for 10,000. All right. I will need to figure out when we'll do this. We'll do them in between game. Thank you, Stark, for the 10,000 for knees. Link to OnlyFans. Diesel, please. Exclamation. Diesel, please. Oh god, Bandit woke up, yeah. Ignore the eye, just Tetsu? I think it's just Tetsu, right? Do I have that right then? Anyways, all right, let's focus on game. Sorry. All right, so we have Diablo and a Nubrek band on the left-hand side. We have a Stukov and a Deckard on the right. Ana will be the first pick from the side of Team Alexander, trying to deny Hebi to be able to hoot on their onto the Ana. Now, Stukov was already banned out, so was the Deckard Kane, so we'll see what the priority is going to be for them. Anduin actually will be the priority, as Sylvanas will be grabbed. I was going to start talking about Lucio because I personally think Lucio is really, really strong and as a great harassment tool, but no, they're gonna go ahead and grab themselves a Anduin and a Sylvanas. Ana to be grabbed on the left-hand side. Li Ming is up and available if they want to grab an early Li Ming for some poke potential, and then they could look at the Garrosh once again. It's been strong for them. They lost in the last game with it, but still strong hero overall. ETC is up and available if they want to grab the Cow as well and force Cattle onto something different. So ETC will be grabbed, and so will be Cassia, offering some good poke potential and dive in there as well. You should make an OnlyFans command that reads, and you thought you were going to get something good, Kappa. That's actually a really good idea, Trainwreck. Thank you. I'll have to make a note of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nubrak band, did I miss Mega Buff in the patch notes? No. I think they're just worried about the web wrap lockdown. It was something they had to deal with in the Alterac pass game up against FKC, and it wasn't like detrimental, and it wasn't like oh my god, the game almost ended because of it, but it still was a very annoying harassment tool. And since they don't plan to draft anything to maybe deal with that, I think that's the reason why we're seeing the ban onto a Nubrak, because maybe they're not looking for a Li Ming in the later half of this draft. We'll have to see. I'm excited to see how it works out for them. On the right hand side, they do need a main tank. They're going to need some extra damage in there as well, and a solo laner. So things like Hanzo could be an option if they want to go into that. Greymane is still up and available if they want some sort of dive, gives good camp pressure as well, and they could look at a Garrosh for themselves. Garrosh into ETC is notably strong for the Garrosh player because ETC power slides in and you throw them away. So there's going to be the Garrosh and the Greymane. I like both of those pickups because of the fact that you can deal with the ETC, but you can also deal with the waves. You can deal with the camps. You have a good team fight aggressor as well. Into the Cassia can be blinded and mitigated a little bit, but as long as you just don't get Seraphimed, I guess. No, it's not Seraphim. I can't remember the name of the blind talent off the top of my head. Is it Light as Seraphim? Is that right? Anyways, last two picks though for the left-hand side. They need a solo laner and they need some sort of wave clear. So there's actually the Li Ming, and they're going to grab Azul to do some double soaking. Okay. I'm still interested as the Nubrak ban. I think maybe they just don't want to deal with it. Vesper's going to get a comfort pick for themselves and get Urel. Okay. Burning Beetles. Oh yeah, Burning Beetles was changed, but that's really the only a Nubrak change, right? The Burning Beetles just got buffed, and I think that's it. I don't think they had any health pool or mana. Like, I don't think they had any other changes. I'm trying to remember. I forgot about the Burning Beetles. You're right, Stark. The Burning Beetles are too strong. There's no such thing as two butt. Buttspot, I guess, disagrees. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Does Team Alexander put themselves up on the board, or does VGM show that no, NA LOL doesn't exist? Let's find out. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Team Alexander. We got Nitrogen on the Li Ming. Lockdown will be on that Zul. We've got Hyde on the Ana. Gondar will be on the Cassia, and Spell or Tist on the ETC. On the right-hand side, we got VGM Gaming. We got Maka on the Sylvanas. Cattle is going to be on the Garrosh. We see Heavy Hooten on the Anduin, Vesper on that Urel, and Tiger JK on the Greymane. Let's go ahead and get into mid lane and check out what we have. 6 a.m. Nacho, that's when I wake up most days.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I couldn't imagine waking up and playing HOTS. I feel like I need to eat like a lot of salt first. Diablo Nubrak is to protect the first pick Ana, you think? I don't think that's a bad like thought process. Like, I don't think you're wrong in that. Wow, they're just throwing a lot of just annoyance and CC onto Cattle right there. Righteous Hammer's gonna throw, oh my god, Lockdown getting literally locked down. The Groundbreaker's gonna be there, and that'll be first blood in favor for the members of VGM Gaming, and there's a Righteous Hammer to knock them back. They find a second kill. VGM Gaming is warmed up and looking for blood in game number 2 on Towers of Doom. They want a quick 3-0 best of 5 series, but I don't think they're gonna give that too easily over. Cattle coming down here. Nacho's gonna be the target. Do they have a toss in time? They do get the Groundbreaker. everything, there's going to be everything they need. 3 kills in quick succession in favor for the members of VGM Gaming. And I want to talk about the experience. It's not a whole lot. We're only looking at, actually, I'm lying. I'm sorry. 3 kills is yielding roughly a half a level lead as they might go for the invade onto this camp right now. Cattle just walks on in. They see this happening and they're like, all right, well, we need to be weary of a potential Cattle just coming on in here. And there you saw it for a split second. There was a bit of a flash in the bush. They know, everyone knows. Cattle's on the point, gonna possibly throw the Ana far away. They're gonna take a bit of a nap. Heavy's going to be over there, the leap of faith to save them, but Vesper now comes in. They're a little too late. A spell is gonna be able to knock them away, and Vesper trying to get out. The Chastise will come out as well. Greymane does have their Inner Beast up and active, and you see those auto attacks consistently going out, but they're now trying to back off as this is gonna be Team Alexander bringing the team fight to their face. Biodark Innate goes out, they don't find the kill, and they're gonna back on out. 6 a.m. is when I go to bed, defeated after just one more Storm League game. Dear Lord. 6:30 is going to be my new wake-up time for my new job, yeah. I wake up at, my first alarm is at 5:30, and then I snooze once till 5:45. Some days I snooze till 6, but yeah, 6 a.m. is most of my days, except for the weekends. Regardless, it don't matter about my sleep schedule. We're going to see them just push this back and still not give a kill. But since they were doing all that harassment, all that back and forth, they are going to start falling behind in that experience. Not falling behind so much as they are just going to be... the experience is starting to go over to the enemy's side. Also, I'm wondering, is the double soaking not working out? Because Zul pushes way faster than Urel, and you can actually see this right now, yeah. Is there actually experience deficit because of from the minions? Yeah, there's actually a massive experience deficit from minions. Oh, not massive, excuse me. Sorry, the numbers jumped to the last second right there. Okay, that's why. Hand of Freedom. I was like, wait, what? Forgot about Hand of Freedom. I'm dumb. 6 a.m. was me when I was at work. Oh God, I don't miss it. I need to drive and arrive by 8 a.m. Yeah. When I lived in Detroit and I had to work at the plant, I would wake up at 4:50 to walk Bandit, take shower, eat breakfast, make lunch, and be able to drive and make it to the office by 6:45 so I get the 15 extra minutes on the clock. That was my everyday for quite some time. Chastise comes out. This is going to be first objective phase. I think the top left and the right were traded out. Hyde going to get this channel here, and yeah, I think they get the full channel. They won't be able to interrupt that. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Nacho, who's trying to get out of there. Tiger JK is just doing their best to 2v1 casually. Gonna roll away, disengage, has Eyes in the Dark from level 4, and they are back into mid lane, clearing things out. Daring, aren't we? Snoozing until 6 a.m., yeah. All right, 7 talents here will come through for both sides. Sorry, I'm looking at some of the quest and talents as well, and then we'll look at the other numbers. We've looked at the experience here and there just because of the early game kills, and it's always fun just to note the experience that's formed from that. But right now, we do have our late game coming in. I'm watching. ETC's holding 7. Ooh, whoa, really? Echo Pedal. Okay, Echo Pedal to be picked up. Interesting. Cattle being dove on, Indomitable's used, they get a lot of their health shredded. Actually, if Vesper didn't make the rotation, I don't think they would have actually lived right there. That Righteous Hammer saved them from quite a bit of damage. Nacho low, roll away from Tiger. Yeah, they thought about it and they were like, wait, we can't. We absolutely can't. 7 to 8 in our levels. Still, the experience is close. I was thinking that it was a lot further apart, but Vesper doing actually a great job just double soaking against the Zul. Boss is up as you do hear the laugh across the map as it's 5 minutes into the game. Sorry, I'm just I'm kind of like slowly like holding my own my thoughts and like my breath in some of these moments because I'm just like, where's the big team fight? When's it gonna happen? Let's look at the other numbers as promised beforehand. Zul gets the left-hand side. No one else. It's a really late rotation. They actually might be able to harass this. Yeah, they might be able to harass and delay out. That might have been a mistake from Vesper to stay that long in the top lane. They will have to 1v1. We'll see how that works out. But right now, I thought there was a fight breaking out over here. Gondar coming back in. Urel goes for another wave in mid. This is just confusing to me. Vesper's Urel is always so pretty to watch. I agree, yeah. Very interesting back and forths. I think that's all the harassment they can bring to the table. Unless Li Ming rotated up, but no. No. All right, so they get the channel. 4 shots will rain out. It's going to be even game right now. Actually, excuse me, no. It's going to be 32 to 28. Power slide, nice and dominable coming out from Cattle. Nacho's just going to take a bit of damage, but they back off, and that'll be 10s up on both sides. Heroics. Anything out of the ordinary? Valkyrie for the Cassia, so just looking for that single target pull. Maybe multi-target. There, oh, Maka gets over the wall right there. That was a little sweaty, but I was like, how do you get out of this one, Maka? I really enjoy watching Liam play here, that's true. Echo Pedal was a very old way of sliding, increasing your damage without booping, but to be honest, I think Hammer-On is a better for that. Yeah, Hammer-On got that change, and I'm really, really interested to see some ETC players pick that up, but I haven't seen it in any of the games that I've been casting since the patch. Greymane just to clear things out on the right-hand side. Yeah, they're gonna just go for camps, and Zul just doing double soak, and we kind of reset as we have a double altar face coming in next. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe that next cup of tea is necessary after this game. We'll see. Regardless, Tiger and friends pushing up the bottom lane. Enemy side is going to be able to try and force this back as Tiger gets a little damage on the tower and just rolls away once again. Gilney and Cocktail through the wave. I'm waiting for this team fight to break out. Cassie is really diving onto Greymane hard in the bottom of our screen, and they have this good sustained chase. Valkyrie will pull them in. They should go down. Gondor might be traded out. Actually, they get the nano boost from Ana. They're going to step further in. Cattle taking a lot of damage. Leap of Faith to literally just pull them away from the gate from taking the extra damage. And they'll be fine for now, but that is going to be a pick in favor for the side of Team Alexander. I saw ETC over here, and I was like, are we going to get the new Crowd Surfer? But then I was like, wait, that's like a level 4 if I'm not mistaken. Which Crowd Surfer also got changed in the most recent patch. Crowd Surfer, if you crowd surf, so basically if you go through terrain without hitting an enemy hero, you basically have it reset. I think Power Slide's reset like mana. The CDR's reset and the mana is given back to you as well. It might not be full reset on CDR. It might be like it's reduced by X amount to whatever, but still. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't tested it myself. It could be valuable. Depends on how I guess you're playing your ETC overall. Maybe because Alexander 4-man's wave clear is kind of weak? Their wave clear, yeah, their wave clear in the previous game was kind of weak as well. Power Slide, Mosh Pit, that's going to be indomitable. They interrupted immediately. That's going to be the Light Bomb as well. They're taking so much damage. Spell's trying to get out of here, but they're not going to be able to, and that's Gondor now being chased as well. Sustained chase should be enough from them. Vesper's looking for a Righteous Hammer, going to be just playing as best they can to the Cassie, and they find the double kill on the side of VGM Gaming. They looked a little shaky for a couple moments there, but then found their footing with 13 talent here, and they're going to look to open up bottom lane further. Sylvanas should have trait up and available. You do see them utilize that right there. Nice use of the Banshees. Cattle going to play the aggressive rotation and actually anchor very well, forcing them back. This is a free fort in bottom lane in favor for the members of for the members of VGM Gaming. And while they are down in the bell tower health, I want to point out this is Towers of Doom. It is literally anybody's game. I can't tell you how many games I've casted where it's 4 to 32 and it goes down to a 4 to 4 boss call and somebody is gonna just get team wiped. And honest to God, I hope that this game ends that way. I really, really love Towers of Doom because you can't win one big team fight and just end the game. You really gotta play the map. ETC does have that encore from level 13, so just watch that CDR on Mosh Pit just dwindle as Vesper jumps in here. That's gonna be the Maka going down first. There's also the Skeletal Defender spell coming in here, just power sliding in. No Mosh Pit up and available. Actually, no, it is. Excuse me. They find the Anduin as well as the Sylvanas. Cattle is able to, yeah, like there's some pings on the Cattle and they're going to be able to get over by their fort. Spell, I don't think it's this kill. This is super, super risky. Yeah, they actually just healed off the auto. They can get dove under this tower, which, okay, all right. Well, maybe they don't live through this one, but they are buying a lot of time for the friendly team to at least grab a camp and put some extra pressure in the lane. And maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe Team Alexander, while they were a little bit behind, are going to start building this momentum, and maybe 13 was what they needed instead, as this is going to be 16 talent here rounding in favor for the side of Team Alexander fairly soon. So if NA wins this, does that confirm for sure that EU is best girl? Didn't EU lose to Korea in BlizzCon 2018? Don't I remember running up to the front of the stage with my camera to film the best team in Heroes of the Storm pick up a trophy? I will never forget that. I was literally like first in line as one of the media people, and they were about like, I was like, there was like one guy running the show floor, and I was like visually like just like hand gestures. He was like, wait, stay, and then like finally we're like, he gave me a go, and I was able to be like the first one to run up and like get video of them picking up the trophy and stuff. I don't know, it's a memory. Anyways, let's get back into game. This is what you're all here for. You're not here to hear about Bahamut's HGC tales from BlizzCon or whatever. 16 to 15 in levels. They're just grouping up. They might be looking for a collapse onto Vesper. They do find the lockdown with the Bone Prison, but Hand of Freedom will save them right there, and they're not too worried about that. Actually, this might have been a split call because I think they were thinking about Vesper, and then they realized they could have rotated into bottom lane, but there was a couple people still lingering in mid as the power slide comes forward, but they just back off on the side of VGM Gaming. Did you ever win a BlizzCon, Kappa? I don't know about that one. Did they? They might have won some clashes. I'm being a butthole about it, I'm sorry. Spell is going to be getting the mosh pit, but that's going to be the Valkyrie pulling them in. There's going to be an Ana going down for a Garrosh and an Anduin. There's some resets on for Nachos. They're trying to find Maka as well. Wave of Force won't find the kill, but they should still find the Stompy kill with the Calamity damage if they did go even into that. I don't actually think they did. I'm trying to find Li Ming. I think she is Calamity, excuse me. I always forget, like, there's a symbol at level 4, I believe, for that as well, and I always forget that. Greymane does go down as well. Ana Li Ming going down, but that is going to be 4 shots raining into the core of VGM Gaming, and this is potentially 12 overall as Cassia has the right-hand side. Vesper coming up here to try and slow things down. They do have the Hand of Freedom. They jump over. They're going to get the Righteous Hammer, and they're out of there for now. Garrosh is back, but they still need to make the full rotation. Vesper does not want to give their life over as they don't have Ardent Defender, and Gondar does get the channel. This is going to be Ana back up on the left-hand side. Oh, no, they do get the channel, but do they find Gondar is the question. Power slide from ETC. Mosh Pit should be up and available. No, it's going to be 13 seconds on cooldown. Light Bomb comes out from Anduin as well. They're trying to find Spell. They still get the channel on the left-hand side from the Ana. Spell very, very low. They're trying to chase onto them. They actually toss Vesper onto them, utilizing the Into the Fray, and Maka going to chase further forward. Oh my god, they popped the not Might of the Banshee Queen. Will of the Forsaken, right? Yeah. And they're going to be able to chase Lockdown, but that was a really good multi-shot coming out from Ana from Hyde to get the burst healing they need. And now 4 shots rain out in favor for the members of VGM Gaming. This is 32 to 5 core health. I'm telling you, this literally could come down to like one bell tower, because we actually, well, here we are on one single bell tower. It won't be game ending because there's no 5 shots that they can get unless they get the bottom side bell tower converted over in their favor, or any bell tower converted over in their favor. But you know for a fact that VGM Gaming are going to play this very, very defensively, and they're going to be looking for a potential pick, maybe stagger out of death just before ETC's back and maybe in position. Maka comes in here. I don't think they have their trait. Am I seeing this correct? No, trait was actually active on that. So now, this bottom lane bell tower is even less of a threat. I mean, it's still not game ending, but you're only going to lose 3 core health instead of 4, putting you at 2 rather than 1. Caster math is smart today. And we're nearing level 20, so let's go ahead and cycle through those numbers once again, get an idea of what the healing, experience, and damage is looking like for this game number 2 on Towers of Doom in our best of 5 grand finals for the Chilly Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2, as we see a fight diving underneath this tower. That's going to be a Warlord challenge. They get the blow up onto Cassie. They have a Light Bomb as well. There's going to be ETC getting caught out right there. They're going to try and get the healing as they need, and they managed to do so. Banshee's forward from Sylvanas doesn't find the damage, and Nacho did get the nano boost from Ana, but that's pretty much mitigated right there, as the bell tower will be summoned in bottom lane, and they're looking to feed in 3 sappers and potentially get 5 shots. This could be looking like 8 core damage. ETC going to use a face melt. Li Ming gets a nice use of the Echo from, the Encore from level 13. 1 sapper. They actually throw... Oh, I didn't go in. So you can use the level 4 ability, the level 7 ability into the fray from Garrosh to throw the sappers over, and they will count as a sapper that obviously walked in. But here's the thing: if you kill the sapper, it doesn't get the jump value. So it looks like they killed it just as they threw it. So there's an awkward animation, and that's why the sapper just kind of floated across the ground there for a second. But no damage went over the wall, except for the 5 shots that rained out in their favor. And now they just need to hold this bottom lane bell tower for quite some time. ETC Mosh Pit off cooldown, Valkyrie off cooldown as well. They need to be wary of that Valkyrie pull potential. If they get a Valkyrie into the far side of this engagement, they pulled into this death zone and they don't get any sort of way out of that one, or they're not, well, if they're not pulled by Anduin, if they even have pull, they have Glyph of Faith, so it doesn't matter because they actually have 2. I mean, it does matter, but you know what I mean, chat. Wim, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content you're seeing. I am Bahamut and Tales from the Past, or is it more like Stay a While and Listen? It's more like Stay a While and Listen, I think. EU won mid-season brawl, but not BlizzCon. Can you show the stats to reveal ETC's moshes per minute? I wish. That's not a stat built into this game, but I can show APM again. Oh wait, hold on. Dive into top lane. Mosh pit used. Ardent Defender gets them out. Is Ardent Defender treated like an unstoppable? Where are you? 3 seconds absorbing all damage. I'm wondering if they got the mosh pit off, would have Ardent Defender just been standing there going off? Is that how that would have worked, or does no, Ardent Defender doesn't have like a self cleanse or anything, does it? Is the tooltip just I don't know. Sorry. Either way, 73 seconds on the mosh pit cooldown. I'm just waiting to see if we actually see a boop and like how much CDR they actually get. I'm like watching their ability, as that's actually going to be a pick-off onto Garrosh, reset for Li Ming. Bell Tower phase will be channeled by 1, and they're going to get 4 shots off in their favor, 19 core health, but this is Li Ming and friends. They want to end game. They want to go up in the series. They want this to be a 1-1. They're like, we just want to get 1 Bell Tower phase, but was that too greedy? That's going to be a lockdown onto Maka. They don't use the Will of the Forsaken. Might be on cooldown still. Either way, this is a Bell Tower potentially going down and in favor for the side of Team Alexander. They have to fight this. They have to go in. You see Vesper already in here. Heavy trying to rotate in as well. Vesper is just dumping damage. They don't have Ardent Defender. There's gonna be the Light Bomb coming out. They end up going down. Mosh Pit will be going out. There's gonna be the Valkyrie as well, and they find a double kill right there. Tiger very far away, rolls away. They do get sniped by the Ana, and that will be game number 2 going over to the side of Team Alexander. They get the last shots off, and that is gonna even up our series in our best of 5 grand finals. GG, well played. Oop. Oop. Everyone, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quickly. Don't go anywhere.
You could give the best hugs.
Let me show talents. Caster gone. Everyone start stealing things. Please no. What's the score? 1-1. You're leaving right now. Why, Dayuki? Why?
Give the best hugs.
Chester, thank you for the follow. Ghost NA, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content that you're all seeing. Let's get back to Bandit and I. And get a little of that knee action, you know? Show knees. Let's see. So this will be first pick from them. So what's going to be our next map? Oh my god. Cybaz, thank you for the follow, or thanks for the gift. Oh my god, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you for using that here. Enjoy your Asthma Pogs, your Baja Rages, all your new emotes. Great games and casting so far. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Shout out to Chorog and the Chili Mountain crew for putting all this on and just letting me show up and cast. Bless them. Bandit is looking the hell over. Wait, what? Because you said, oh, yeah. Bandit's like, I'm not going anywhere, dude. Shadow of Core, thank you for the follow. Boy Genny, thank you for the follow as well. Oh my god.
You could give the
Darth
best
Maru, thank you for the follow.
hugs.
Thank you, everybody. Redeem bandit pets? Alright, we're waiting. We can get some bandit pets in here really quickly.
The best hugs.
Oh, we got some bandit pets. Hey, bud. Hi. He's all pumped. He's all pumped. He's like, I get pets?
You could give the best hugs.
Little guy. Hi, little guy. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Subscribe.
Okay, Sagdrax, Snagdrax, thank you for, no, Sag? Snag. Snagdrax, thanks for subscribing to Twitch Prime. Garrosh One Trick, thank you for the follow. Snag, thank you for the follow as well. Dear Lord, thank you all for hanging out. 40,000 for the mega treat. Time to start saving. Yeah, the mega treat, just so you know, is basically like it's a dental treat. Like it's teeth cleaning. Bandit pets. Okay, hold on. We'll do bandit pets before we load it into game, just because players I think are ready to go. I lied. We're gonna do bandit pets now. More pets, mister. If the game starts, we'll just jump on over. We're not gonna miss too much of the trip. Yeah, bud. Yeah, who's a good guy? Huh? Fun today? Fun casting? Alright, everybody. Thank you for redeeming the pets, the knees, treats, everything, but we're ready to go. Let's get into draft. Welcome back, everybody, to the Chili Mountain. Here's the Storm Super Cup number 2. My name is Bahamut. We have Battlefield of Eternity for game number 3 here, as Team Alexander will be up 1 and VGM Gaming will be up 1 as well. To let you all know how we got to Battlefield of Eternity, Infernal Shrines and Dragonshire are banned by Team Alexander. VGM Gaming banned out Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass. Tomb was the first map chosen by Team Alexander, and they lost that. Losing team can either choose first pick or map pick priority. The losing team opted for first pick for game number 2. That means that the last map, Towers of Doom, was chosen by the members of VGM Gaming. They won that map. The members of Team Alexander opted for... Excuse me, I have that backwards. Team Alexander won the Towers of Doom game, so the members of VGM Gaming can either choose first pick or map pick. They chose first pick. Map pick will be that of Team Alexander. This will be a lot shorter when we get into the later games. I'll just jump through a lot of the stuff, but just for anyone that's new who might be coming in here and wondering, wait, what's the map bans, all that kind of stuff, that's at least right there. Unfortunately, I don't have a graphic for best of 5s. I have a graphic that I often use for best of 3s. Unfortunately, since it's a best of 5, I just don't have enough like slots, and so it doesn't work out too well for us. Regardless, let's get into this Battlefield game here. Ana was banned out by the members of Team Alexander. We have a Stukov and an ETC already on the right-hand side, so we're going to be forcing some sort of Garrosh or something else play. I'm excited to see it, because all we've seen so far is ETC and Garrosh. Dear Lord, thank you all for the follows. Really, I appreciate it. Thank you all for so much support. Zio and Carpo, thank you for the follow. Someone asked in chat how old Bandit is. He's 6. He turned 6 in May. He was born in May of 2014. So my little man is just 6 years old, right? 6? Yeah. Because next year he'll be 7. This will be 2021. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into draft. Garrosh was banned out, so we're actually going to see brand new tanks from both sides. Is there a Joanna? Do we see a Joanna? Nothing just yet. Cassio will once again be grabbed by the side of Team Alexander, and Yrel also. They're actually going to deny Vesper the Yrel. Deckard was grabbed by the side of VGM Gaming. Do they go for the Joanna themselves? Are they going to look for a Murden? Murden hasn't had any massive changes, but like his mobility's good, his harassment's strong. Top Shelf, thanks for the follow. May will be grabbed. Okay, so May's still on the board as well, and Cattle, we do actually know, loves to play May, and I was wrong. We have had a May game earlier, so it hasn't just been Garrosh and ETC. I am wrong on that factor, and we did have a Joanna game earlier as well, because I think someone was saying, it was FKC played Joanna on Battlefield of Eternity up against the members of Team Alexander, and someone I remember in chat just went, once she uses Iron Skin, she's dead, and kind of that was the case for at least that game right there. But we do have this ban phase coming through. They're gonna need some sort of race potential on the right-hand side, so they could look to get rid of Greymane. Actually gonna get rid of Imperius. They don't want to deal with the Stabby Daddy. Imperius would work out with that composition quite a bit. Solo lane into Yrel can be very strong as well. Good 1v1, especially when you have the regeneration globe on you as well. So they're going to get rid of that. Let's see. We have ban-wise for the left-hand side. They need a main tank. They need a healer. So those are probably two areas I'd be focusing on. They could look to deny some of the race with a gray main ban, but or a Li Ming, actually. Li Ming, a tank or a healer is kind of what I'd be leaning in. It's actually going to be Hanzo. They get rid of the race potential. Not what I was expecting from them whatsoever. Personally, I think the Cassia would have actually fallen into the Hanzo department in a sense. It doesn't have as good wave clear maybe if you go into explosive arrows, but the race potential is okay from Cassia versus Hanzo. Maybe Hanzo a lot faster, but still, like, my whole point is, like, they can grab a Li Ming here, which I think is still very, very strong, gives you good race potential, gives you reset, gives you aggression, and we saw in the last game that the Li Ming was popping off consistently, so why not just rotate into that? There's going to be Diablo. Where's Diablo? There he is. We also get a Malfurion in there as well. This still leans very gray main for me, honestly. Gray main or Li Ming. I think both of them are great options for the side of Team Alexander. But VGM Gaming, Decker Kane, May, Sylvanas. They need something in the solo against Yrel. They could go into Malthael. We've seen Vesper pick that into a Yrel quite often. And then we still need some sort of race. Greymane's up, and I keep harping about it, so why not grab it and deny it from the enemy team? Actually going to be Tychus Malthael. Okay. All right. Cigar missing and everything. Tychus making their way into this. So this is... No, okay, I was going to say, this isn't Tychus into Yrel. That's not a thing that they would do, but... regardless. Also, the displacement from the grenade will be strong for them.
You could give the best hugs.
Oh, Sag. I'm sorry. My brain is moving letters around. Sorry about that, Sag. My brain put the N before the A. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. My dyslexia kicked in hard. Really, really sorry. Junkrat does come in to round things out for the side of Team Alexander. I like that quite a bit. How's it going, Eddie? It's going good for me. How are you? How's your Sunday? And I wish I got food before watching this. I don't think I have any fun food. I know that feeling. Like you go over to the freezer and you're just like, tendies? Tendies while I watch some heroes? No tendies? Okay. Granted, I will say this, Paradox. You do live in a city where, like, you probably have, like, deliverables of, like, actual restaurants, whereas I live in a town where it's like, good luck, bud! Whatever you can do!
Give the best hugs.
Thank you for all the follows, everybody, but let's go ahead and get on into game number 2. Who is going to be going up in our best of 5 series? We have got the members of Team Alexander on the left-hand side. Lockdown will be on the Yrel. Hyde will be on that Malfurion. Spell or Tist will be on the Diablo. Gondar will be on the Cassia, and we have Nitrogen on the Junkrat. On the right-hand side, we got the members of VGM Gaming. We've got Vesper on the Malthael. We've got Cattle on the May, excuse me. Maka's going to be on that Sylvanas. Heavy will be Hooten on the Deckard, and Tiger JK on the Tychus. Let's get our player vision set up. Ooh, Sapphire, level 1 for the Deckard. Heavy going for some slows right now. Just a lazy Sunday. I see Bandit's way ahead of me. Yeah, Bandit's way ahead of all of us. But we're about, like, after we do the stream, we're probably going to go on like a 6-mile walk, 6-mile hike, 6-mile walk, something like that. Concussion Mine goes out. Tychus just throwing a lot of damage out. Let's peek into top lane. What's going on up here? You know, bottom lane, yeah, they could potentially kill each other. There could be some fireworks, some flashes, but look at this top lane. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all of the flashing and any idea what ping the Koreans are playing with? I think we're on West servers. Yeah, we're on West servers, so their ping is actually, from what I'm understanding, is like around 100, maybe a little bit more. They said that on Central for them was 180. Maka taking a lot of damage. We'll be able to get back. Gondar actually was baited into staying there way too long. Maka throws the Banshees backwards, looking for a double kill, and I think they will be able to do it. Spell is going to get the Shadow Charge in, saves themselves, but they end up losing too. That's going to be the members of VGM Gaming with some... seriously? Wait, what? Seriously, what? That I'm going on a 6-mile walk after the stream? Yeah, absolutely. Between 100 and 150, yeah, Trainwreck. They said that when they were on Central, I think it was minimum 180 for them. So on West, I guess is a lot better. And beneficially for the members of VGM Gaming, they're all West as well. So VGM has a ping of probably better than 50, because for some reason I pay for business internet, but I still have crap ping. either way, no. I'm sure it doesn't work like that, but either way, there's a lot of damage and a lot of abilities being used on to this point. Cattle actually got knocked back by the concussion mine, but it literally just threw them straight up in the air based on I think their positioning on it. They actually get thrown back into the fray of this fight. They're going to go down. The members of Team Alexander finding a kill for themselves, but they end up countering that kill, getting Urel, and that'll be 1 for 4 in kills overall. Objective will be announced in 15 seconds and available in 45. Camp and top lane still pushing up. I keep forgetting you're west, right? Yeah, I'm west. Yeah, I am west. BGM ping is probably like 15, yeah. I live in California, my ping is 50. But I think that's more of a spectrum thing than an actual like server thing. Yeah, I'm in California. I'm in Northern California though. I'm more remote as well, so I think that has to do with a lot more of things with me. It's hard to send internet up into the mountains. You know, it's got to go uphill. So there's gravity pulling the fiber optics. what I'm talking about. Vibes up on both sides. Let's talk about the game because I can at least talk about that fast. Immortals will be spawning in the north and south positioning. This is a pretty standard spawns location for both of them, I do believe. And then they'll go, and then at the halfway point, so once they get to half health, they'll then go into the race positioning, meaning the left and the right-hand side, but it will be red on blue side, blue on red side, so they literally will be on their comfort side racing. Mei is going to be coming in with the icing, Spell taking a bit of damage. Sis is able to back out right there. Root on to the Tychus, who just is looking to defend. Urel is pushing back the top lane Shaman camp. Bottom lane was already dealt with. Vesper just anchoring. They're actually going to step into this, though. They see Urel in top lane, so they're like, well, it's a 4v5 if they try and step into us. I think Junkrat was showing in bottom lane, too, so it was even more advantageous for them to go in there right there. Concussion Mine to throw Cattle around. They do have a potion as well. Heavy's just going to be throwing a lot of those out. They do have the Ruby from level 4, so they're going to get that burst healing. Now they're going to turn to lockdown, try and get a burst onto them. Tychus dealing a whole lot of damage as the potions do come out. Oh, wait. Gondar should be fine. Concussion Mine to throw Cattle into Gondar. Spell, Tist is going to be fine. Fire Stomp's coming out. Waves are pretty much even in lanes. We actually do see the lockdown rotating into bottom just to push this up once. Vesper going to come over here and catch the wave as well, making sure they're not missing the experience. But since this is the Malthael showing in bottom lane, they're going to step onto the Immortal phase, try and take advantage of the slight moment while they don't have everyone here and available. Looks like Decker tapped well. We're going to pull away talents really quickly as Vesper comes in here as well. Spell taking a lot of damage. No heroics just yet. Spell does need to back off as this is Urel with the Righteous Hammer forcing people around. Such a split fight where we have to zoom out a little bit further just to see everyone. Urel goes into top lane looking for that 7 talent tier that actually already will come in favor for VGM Gaming, and these they're gonna go ahead and just eat the steel trap with the chattering teeth just to deal with that so it's not sitting in the bush. I'm waiting to see what we're gonna be having here for our Junkrat level 7. Will be that Sticky Wicket. A lot of damage onto Tiger. This is going to be the halfway Immortal phase, but Tiger getting way low will be healed up by Heavy. Somehow they're hooting their way through these heals, and that will be no kill. But Cattle, do you have an icing to get yourself out? They don't even need it as they're just gonna kind of meander their way down towards a friendly member. Lockdown jumps around, but this is Urel. They should be fine. 50 reduced healing from the Malthael as well, because I do believe they did go into the Touch of Death. I think they were just trying to mitigate some of that healing, but this will be the first Immortal phase going over in favor for the side of Team Alexander Fan Club. Oh my god, not Alexander Fan Club, just Team Alexander. Excuse me. Heavy hoot, yeah. I try to keep ping under 100, otherwise the input lag is really rough. I think when I play on Central, my ping is roughly 80 to 90. Concussion Mine will be coming out. That's a nice root underneath. They're going to pop the Cryo Freeze. They also did have the Strangling Vines that reduce some of that healing coming out from said Cryo Freeze. Immortal is going to lose its shielding, meaning it moves into melee range. This is Gondar trying to step into them. Blinds coming out from Mei as well, and it looks like Maka is just going to be forced back. This is looking like a very, very comfortable push for the side of Team Alexander, as they will be able to get fort here. Half the Immortal phase is still up and available, and they're still sticking with this. They've got some decent poke damage, but look at Vesper flank. Yeah, they actually might need to back off before they confirm the fort. And with that, oh, nice Shadow Charge from Spell. There's a Concussion Mine from Junkrat to force them back, and they disengage, getting the fort. This is, I would say, standard at least for the members of Team Alexander, as we saw in game number 1 of the matchup of them versus FKC in the previous semifinal best of 3. Bandit Pets for 2K. All right, I'll try and remember to do them after this game. If I forget, chat, please spam and remind me. Alexander Fan Club getting some attention. Props, you made it. I literally casted them on Wednesday, and it was actually the last thing I casted, so it's like still just stuck in my head. Tiger should have died there. Oh god, yeah. Camp Invade coming out. That's a lot of damage onto Malfurion. They're going to get picked off. Spell getting low here. They're actually looking to Tiger JK, who does go down to the Cassia, but they lose the Diablo. No souls to reset as they're at 90 out of the 100. Vesper turns around and says, cool, this camp's ours. We got a double kill for a Tychus. I think we take those, and we also get our 10 talent here on top of that. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, because we haven't had a chance to look at those, and 10 talents are across the board for both teams. Looks like we do have a Lornado for the Decker Kane. No stay a while and listen setup coming out from them. Just going to be utilizing that to maybe pull some people out who are playing defensively during these immortal phases. They're banking on that immortal phase going over them. They also went into Mercenary Queen. Oh god, I forget the level 7 for Sylvanas, or level 4, excuse me. I believe it's Mercenary Queen, which will give them that benefit. That's why you saw the Impaler camp glowing for a little bit in that mid lane. We can check out that specific verbiage once we get back into our talents in a little bit. We have to look at all these other numbers first, because I'm sure there's some people who want to know about the experience, the damage, the healing, thus and the KDA as well. But the second immortal phase of this game will be spawning here in our best of 5 series. I want to point this out. This is best of 5, so both teams are up 1. This game does not determine the winner. This game determines who basically gets advantage in our best of 5 series. If this was a tennis match, you'd have advantage, that kind of thing. Either way, 11's up. Gondar a little split. There's going to be an Ice Wall onto Diablo. They're trying to find damage onto this, Last Rites. There's so much onto Cassie, but somehow the Living Valkyrie comes out. That actually is going to be Cassie going down. Riptire does come out from the Junkrat, as well as there's a Lightning Breath from the Diablo. This is Tiger JK trying to dump damage backwards in the Commandeer Odin. Maka gets knocked into the Immortal with the Righteous Hammer, and they go down. Souls will be finished out by the Diablos. They do have that fully built out for them, so they have that revive if they do end up going down. A little bit on the lower health pool side, so they're going to back off right now. Play things safe, maybe tap well. May dealing with the camp in bottom lane to just force this back as Tychus gets one more damage, or one more rocket barrage, if you will, with the Commandeer Odin. And this should be halfway phase going over the side of Team Alexander, but they're not burning this Immortal too quickly, and so now Spell getting shredded by the Tychus. That's going to be a dive further forward onto them, and they get the kill. That Souls reset for Diablo. Do we get the infamous Souls reset insta-death again? Does Diablo run in and die because they forgot how strong they can be with Souls? That's a big question to find out here in a few moments, as they are coming back from the Hall of Storms. Looks like Sylvanas is racing right now. Diablo's coming back over here. Cryo Freeze was used. Cattle was... Oh, that was... Spell was looking for a Shadow Charge angle. They just couldn't find it. Root comes out. There's a Valkyrie as well. So much CC onto Cattle. They have no way. They just use the icing to get out, and they actually throw the Ice Wall backwards. Malfurion goes down to Maltheo. I believe that's last right stack thrown onto them. Maka being harassed by Lockdown as well as they're trying to get out. The Banshees will get them to the far side of that engagement. They get a potion from Hebi, and this Immortal phase still in its first phase, because I guess second phase you consider is when they do the little dash back and forth and clash their swords, but we still are on the first half of this Immortal phase as they move over and go for this first phase itself on the side of VGM Games. Such a back and forth series, and I said this before we started, we are in for a great best of 5, and I think that is showing very, very well here. You think it's level 4? I think it's level 4 as well. It's Mercenary Queen. I don't know why I always forget just the verbiage for that. Both teams are up 1. Yep. Pelota, they're a player on Alexander Fan Club. So Paradox was making a joke that I was saying a team's name, the wrong one, and they were giving congratulations to the player from said wrong team name. It was clever from Paradox. It was very clever from Paradox. If you miss, yeah, it's there's so many people in Here's the Storm, like in the grassroots scene, so it's one of those things that it's hard to keep up. Regardless, all of that aside, we have our second half of the Immortal phase. There's no there's no like swapping of positions anymore. Like it's pure race. There's no change of guard or anything like that. Sticky Wicket does come out. There's gonna be the Riptire. A lot of damage going out onto Cattle, who tries to icing away. I think there's the Riptire. I actually didn't see it initially go off, or I thought I saw it initially go off. There's going to be an Avalanche, but the the Avalanche with the Lornado is gonna anti-synergize with that as Maltheo goes down. There's Malfurion healing through a lot of this pain. Overpowered. Maka taking quite a bit of damage. Does get the Haunting Wave through to the far side, and they're trying to defend against this, but it looks like Team Alexander should be able to confirm this Immortal, and second one of the game will go over to them, and it will be bottom lane. For anyone wondering how I know that, is the mechanic for this map is that the Immortal will go to the most the most defended lane, that being bottom. Top lane only has a keep front gate, no fort, none of that. Bottom lane still has the fort, still has the well, so it's going to prioritize this lane because of the fact that it has more structures, more defense, and it wouldn't... I feel like it'd be broken if it just flipped a coin and said, cool, I'm going top lane again, I'm going to go push into a keep front gate. Like, that would suck if you still have your fort up and available as Lockdown jumps over the wall and they get the burst onto Sylvanas. Last Rites is down for the next 17 seconds, so they don't have to worry too much about that, but Lockdown, very, very low, gets the regeneration globe, going to pop that armor as well as there's a cleanse onto one. They're going to try and just back off as a group. Valkyrie comes out, doesn't pull anybody, and that'll be the fort going down. Immortal's still attacking from range as you see that glow around it as well as the shielding on the bar on the right-hand side, but that glow signifies it will attack from range as it has a shield. Cattle going to be hearthing back to get full on mana right behind the gate, and they'll be able to do so without interruption. Sylvanas up in the next 3 seconds, and they're going to do their best to keep getting advantages during this push while Sylvanas was down. Since everyone's back up, nice use of the concussion mine. That's going to be Cattle in the back of all of this. They do have some potions kind of set up for them, but now actually, no, they don't. They have a couple more that were set onto the ground. Overpower gets them right on top of those. There's going to be the root with the strangling vines, and they are just shredding through Cattle, and they cook the cow. That will be May going down. This is also going to be a Tranquility from Malfurion as they step further forward, tanking shots from the keep itself. Do they try and end the game? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They should break off, and they will be able to steal the camp if they want to invade onto this, and they will do exactly that on the side of Team Alexander. Can't give Bandit treats. I think we went through all the treats today, potentially. Oh, Heavy tried to hoot, didn't work out. It was more of a caw. 16 to 14 and well, 16 to 15 in levels, 7 to 9 in kills. You could have gotten one less kill on the side of Team Alexander, just to meme right there. But Lockdown in position with the wings active, looking for the Avenging Wrath. Doesn't find anything right there, but still they siege in onto this top lane. I mean, there's no Deckard for the next 11 seconds, so they have to play it a little bit safe. They're going for double keep overall. They've got a decent catapult already with them. 228 is going to be the damage. That's going to be Commandeer Odin coming out. Was this just the bait for the Commandeer Odin? They're still sticking around. Valkyrie comes out. That's a lot of damage onto Maka. They don't find the last 120 something they need, but they've gotten a lot of heroics out. They put some pressure on the enemy team, and they just disengage. Very well played. And with that, Immortal Phase will be spawning in 23 seconds. They're going to go ahead and work on the Bruiser camp and work on the Impaler camp. Looks like Diablo might start. No. They're just going to hang out for a second. Diablo is full on souls as well, so they do have that back end available. Full Fire Stomp build from this Diablo. Full, just if there's a Fire Stomp talent, they've taken it, basically. All right, so Immortals are spawning in the... So we always see the Immortals in the blue's vision. So like if I were to swap over to the red side, the axis on the minimap would appear on this side. You can see it actually swaps back and forth when I do go to visions. So defend will obviously be for the blue side. Axis will obviously be for the oh my god, for the race potential side. I'm looking at minimap and trying to think at the same time. I'm trying to do too many mental things. It's not working out. Let's pull away the talents really quick. Actually, no, they just got 16. We're going to hang out of these for a couple seconds here. Mortal Race is kind of going over in favor for Team Alexander. No. It's hard to tell, honestly. It's really, really close. I'm just basing it off of the verses, and it looks like, yeah, Team Alexander does have the race here with Cassia just getting enough autos in, and they've zoned back the enemy team. And Tychus hasn't been getting much value. A lot of really good zoning tools. I want to talk about this because we didn't talk about it much in draft. Diablo, Shadow Charge, Overpower is just a zoning tool in itself. Righteous Hammer, all of that with Urel, and then you also have Junkrat with Concussion Mines and the Steel Traps. So it's just really, really, really well drafted from Team Alexander in the controlling, but also still aggressive side, if that makes sense. Regardless, they are going to be invading over onto this, or defending, if anything. That's a Shadow Charge from Diablo to get in there. They're not going to be able to get much value, so they back off for now. Lockdown actually finds a Righteous Hammer. That's like self-cleanse onto the Malthael, who gets dove on by the Fen from Cassia. Last Rites is going to be paused over someone's head. Lockdown doesn't go down. There's a Lightning Breath to slow them. That's going to be Cattle inside the Cryo Freeze, and do they get away? Yeah, they should be fine. They actually don't even care about Immortal. Core's already falling to catapult pressure, so this is just going to be them rushing to Core, and they're looking to take the next game and go up in our best of 5 series with advantage into potentially what could be our final game of the series. This is going to be Team Alexander taking game number 3 on Battlefield of Eternity, a comfort map for sure for this team, as it will be a 16-minute game. GG. Well played. They end here, yeah. Junkrat played in competitive, looks OP. Junkrat played in Storm League, looks like actual rat trying to eat junk. I've never read a sentence that I hate, but I also agree with at the same time wholeheartedly. Because it is true. It is 100% true. But I hate it. Don't trash on the pizza rat. He's trying his best to survive in the streets of NYC. Exactly. GG's. Reminder Bandit Pets. Thank you, Ash. Did we ever get those knees? We did get knees when I came back from the last one. Before we got back into the last game, like when I came back from getting a drink, we got some knees. We had some knees. All right, I'm gonna show talents, and then we're gonna swap off and get bandit pets. So if you want to look at the talents, if you want to, what's the word? If you want to screenshot them, now's the talent to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to bandit for some bandit pets. And I just have to watch out for a lobby. All right, hold on. Let me get into the lobby, and then, yeah. All right, let's get bandit pets. Oh, look at you lounging. You want some belly rubs? Oh, look at this boy. Look at this boy. You have such a hard life, mister. You have to cast games? I know, such a difficult time. Boy, look at these long legs. Look at these long legs. So muscular. It's so muscular. My goodness. Okay. You missed the knees? I'm sorry. Team score left side. There you go. Little post knees while we wait for players to get in here, because I actually just want to sit and just chat. So, either way. So, how's everyone doing? Oh, I do want to point out stream schedule. Tomorrow, I'll be doing Storm League with the Ghillie Sharks. That's at 4 o'clock PDT. And then at 7 o'clock PDT, I'll be doing Fall Guys with Day and Foxington. Tuesday is going to be replay casts, and maybe we'll look at a Heroes Lounge game, but I think I might just be doing community games. What's submitted? I think I might have a couple in my folder of community games that I'm casting. And then Wednesday will be Storm Division Qualifier number 5. We'll be doing 2 best of 3s starting at 5 o'clock PDT. Thursday's no stream. Friday's a stream maybe. Saturday night will be Fall Guys with Day, Dids, and Totski. And then Sunday is up in the air. I'm still improving. Nice! Ghillie Sharks, yeah. Ghillie Sharks Monday. I have a Monday block where I get to play with the Ghillie Sharks, and it's one of my it's what gets me through the day. It's what gets me through my first day working back on the week. Sorry, Caster R. Bandit looks so nonplussed about the pets. Cause he gets them all the time. I spoil the hell out of that dog. Oh, also tomorrow night we'll be doing Bark Box. So if you wanna see Bandit's new Bark Box for the month of August, it's right over there. It's sitting on my desk. We'll open it up in between Here's the Storm and Fall Guys tomorrow night. I had a great week watching SGD. Yeah. I would say that it was on every monitor at like. Basically, if I walked into one room and there was a monitor that was connected to the internet, that it was playing. Like, it was in my living room and it was in my office, basically, constantly. Well, we are in what could be our final game of the evening, chat. This could be our last game in our best of 5 grand finals, where Team Alexander could take this in a 3-1 fashion. Let's go ahead and find out what happens here. Spooky worm indeed, yes. Thank you, Ash. Welcome back, everybody, to the Chili Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. We are in our best of 5 grand final series in what could be our final game of the evening. What I want to point out to all of you is how we got here. The home team this evening will be Team Alexander. They banned out Infernal Shrines and Dragonshire. Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass were banned out by the members of VGM Gaming. Tomb was the first map chosen by Team Alexander. They lost that. Losing team can either have first pick or map pick. They opted for first pick for game 2. VGM opted for Towers of Doom. The members of Team Alexander won that one. So VGM opted for first pick for game 3, which we just saw on Battlefield of Eternity, which was chosen by Team Alexander. Team Alexander won that one as well, bringing... Oops. Okay, I didn't spill too much. I just spilled a little bit on my desk. Either way, Team Alexander was map pick priority as VGM Gaming wanted first pick. Let me get a little napkin. Luckily, oop, I'm just breaking everything, chat. Luckily, there wasn't a whole lot of liquid left in that can of green tea, but I spilled half of it on my desk, sorry. You have to make sure that you clean it up, otherwise the bees will come. No one wants bees. No one wants the bees in their house. Dear Lord, spilled way more than I thought. Sorry about this. Okay. Not the bees. Not the bees, Bandit. I know, right? You're okay, bud. You're doing fine. I just spilled something. There we go. That one part of my desk is slightly cleaner. Sure. All right, everybody. I'm sorry. Let's get into this. So, Volskaya Foundry, game number 4, our potential final game to close out the grand finals. And the winner of this, by the way, first place will be getting $250. Second place will be taking home $50. Snowstorm? Yeah, there's a blizzard in the Nexus. What's up, Ouija? So Garrosh to be banned out, as well as Ana on the left. Stukov and Ana. Excuse me, Stukov and Cassia. They're going to respect the Cassia from the previous 2 games and get rid of her. First pick goes over to the side of VGM, and they opt for the Decker Cane once again. Or Ash do this. I mean, really, you could say it's like Ash from all the fires that we have out here, but yeah. It's the white chocolate and the Swiss village. It's snow, chat. It's snowing because this is the Chilly Mountain Heroes of the Storm SuperCup. Brought to you in part by Chilrog. I believe it's Chilrog. I think it's just brought to, I don't know. It's Chilly Mountain's event. Chilrog and Chilly Mountain put this on, and they invited me. And all I have to do is show up and talk about Here's the Storm. So bless them for letting me do all that. Diablo and Greymane were picked up on the left-hand side. We do have a Deckard on the right. Volskaya Foundry, very team fight-based map. This is actually one of the few maps where we see a lot of Mephisto priority. Mephisto's actually made their way into this meta, specifically on maps like Volskaya, Infernal Shrines. I want to say I see them on Tomb of the Spider Queen here and there. But overall, I really hope to... No, we're going to be seeing... We probably won't see it here. That's still possible, actually. I was wondering, would it be too little damage and wave clear for them? And no, I think they'd be fine if they still picked it up on the side of VGM Gaming. On the left-hand side, though, they have a Diablo Greymane. Ban-wise? Sorry, I'm trying to think what's the best optimal ban for both sides. Looks like they get rid of the Anubrak. They don't want to deal with the burning beetles. They're just way too OP. The left-hand side, they do need a healer. They also need some extra damage. They're going to get rid of the Junkrat. I personally think that this is going to be a pickup onto a Li Ming. I think they Li Ming... I don't know if they Anduin. Oh, you know what they could do? If they went Tassadar Rhaegar and they went Bloodlust, this would be such a strong draft for Team Alexander. Like, Greymane Bloodlust, Acorn Bloodlusted. Acorn is Archon power form from the Tassadar. It's gonna be Chromie though. And a Malfurion, okay. Okay. They honestly might not have Rhaegar. That's a possibility as well, because these are North American Korean accounts, if that makes sense. Like, they don't have every player. Someone was noting that some of the players don't even have some of the heroes and they have to swap off. Andy, who's Chorog? Chorog is a Here's the Storm content creator. I believe you can just look up, on Twitter, just look up Chorog, and they should pop up immediately. Chromie Malfurion for the left-hand side. ETC will be grabbed, and a Maiev as well. I tried burning beetles the other day, felt worthless. Maybe I just suck. No. Stark is confirming. There was a very large silent kappa at the end of that statement that I didn't say or mention or even kind of allude to, but still. We are here. We are into what could possibly be the final game on Volskaya Foundry. Last pick from the left-hand side. They need a soul laner into URL. Keg W. Keg W and Chen W in chat, please. Just, it's not certainly better than it was, so maybe it's one worthless now. All right, I really don't know who I give this over to. I like both of the drafts quite a bit. Naughtiest Narwhal, thank you for the follow. Vel, thank you for the follow. Berna Freya. I'm so sorry for messing up your name. Thank you for the follow. Burger Walrus, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're all enjoying the content you're seeing. Thank you for hanging out. I love you all very much. If you are new and you've never seen me or you've never heard of me before, my name is Bahamut. I do a lot of Heroes of Storm casting. I like to play the game. I like to talk about the game. I love this game in general. So I hope you enjoy the content that I make, and I hope you enjoy hanging out. I typically stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and maybe Sundays. So hope you all stick around or come by for those days. Either way, I'll see you in-game. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Team Alexander up to in our best of 5 grand finals. Nacho Jin on the Chromie Spell, Ortist on the Diablo, Hyde will be on that Malfurion, Gondar on the Greyman, and Lockdown on the Chen. On the right-hand side, we got the members of VGM Gaming trying to take us to a game number 5. We've got Hebby on the Decker trying to hoot. We've got Maka on the Sylvanas, Cattle on the ETC, Tiger JK will be on the Maev, and we have... Where are you hiding, Vesper? All the way in bottom lane, Vesper on the Urella, or Liam as I also will call them. Looks like the level 1 is going to be the deep breathing. No, not deep breathing, right? Yeah, deep breathing for the Chromie. Chromie did have some changes in our most recent patch on Wednesday, Tuesday? What day was it that we got the patch? Either way, in the most recent patch, I want to say it was Wednesday, we did see some changes come into Chromie once again. Not a massive rework, but definitely a paragraph of changes. Like there were quite a few. So we'll see how this works out for them, but it seems like it has changed the priority at the level 1 and level 5. I can't remember exactly what technical level it is for her. For all of us, it would be level 7. I believe for her, it's level 5, which is the Mobius Loop, which is basically if you get, you have increased damage at the center of your deep breathing, which is what we actually saw the Chromie go into on the side of FKC. And I want to say that was on the Battlefield game. I might be wrong. I'm not sure, but I think FKC picked up the Chromie on Battlefield and they went Mobius Loop and all that. So we'll see if that's the case. But both teams are going to be grabbing these fortification camps on the left and the right-hand side. Good timing on these camps as well. Greyman actually going to be able to burn through this slightly quicker in that Worgen form. Going to get a little healing from Hyde. Cattle may be invading. No, they won't be able to in time. Hebby and Maka going to finish this out, and Maka going to grab the turret itself. A little bit of poke damage coming out from Nacho. Just autos? Okay. The life leech trigger on burning damage as well as their... Oh, you're talking about burning beetles. Yes, look at those Keg Ws. Oh, delicious Keg Ws. For anyone that doesn't know, it's BTTV. Or you can just type Keg W, the 4-letter word, all in caps, and you'll do it. Or if you didn't know this, if you start typing, if you type Kek and then you hit tab, it'll finish it to the best result that it can guess. So it actually might do, like, well, if you type Keg, it'll do Keg W for you. Little fun tip if you have BTTV. I learned that from Day. 4 is up on both sides. We are going to be having actually spell power reduction with the Withering Flames from level 4 on the Chen. It's not picked up often, but I have seen it here and there to, well, reduce the spell power coming out from the opposing side. I mean, 4 seconds of spell power reduction into Sylvanas and probably Maev, I'm assuming, are the ones they're going to want to try and focus onto that. I'm not 100% sure, honestly, what's the game plan, but either way, I mean, well, even you can reduce everyone's spell power, but I'm just trying to think of, like, who's the main offender, or who are they really trying to weaken with that, as the Mobius Loop was grabbed from level 7 right there, or level 5. Dragon's Breath deals 50% bonus damage to enemies in the center. Enemy heroes hit by its center are slowed as well by 60%. Slows in this game, the 60% slow is massive. How long is that slow for as well? Oh, 1 second, okay. 1 second slow, I mean, not the worst in the world, but it still is a 1 second slow. Objective will be in control initially in favor for the side of Team Alexander. Maka and friends going to look to step onto this. Cattle already on point, going to use the face melt to push them back, as it is going to be that block party from level 1, just to also mitigate some of the incoming autos from the Greymane and enemy hero, like Diablo as well. I'm assuming this will be Diablo with full Fire Stomp build once again, as they're going to get that out into the enemy team. This is going to be 8 stacks on that level 1 questing deep breathing for the Chromie. They give this over for a few moments. They have 7 talents here on the side of Team Alexander. They push up the waves, and I wonder if they're just trying to get map advantage before they step back on this point. Seemingly is going to be the case, as Cattle is still staying on the edge of this point, getting the channel for the friendly team. Shadow Charge, there's the overpower as it kind of happens in slow motion there for a second. Lockdown's going to dive on with the kick, flying kick coming in. There's actually going to be the Evasive Brawler was used right there, I believe. I think I saw Elusive Brawler. I swear to God, I saw the actual Chen kind of phase out for a second. Might be the case. They're going to try and drink through the pain. I think they tried to kick, but they actually got locked down. Malfurion will be going down to the rel just below us, and Lockdown will be locked down by Chen, and Chen killing Chen. Umbral Bind going to pull them back in. Tiger getting spell low, and they get the pick onto them. 70 souls on Diablo. No reset, as Cattle takes a couple sandblasts to the face, and 13 stacks on that deep breathing from level 1, and they invade onto the camp, and they will have the channel here. But here's the thing, the death timers are fairly low. Chen's already back up, Diablo's in 5 seconds, and they still have another 30% or so to go on the actual Triglav Protector. So this should be one more fight coming out from Team Alexander, but they are starting to fall behind the experience department. 3 kills have been yielded in favor for VGM Gaming, and they're starting to grow towards level 10 talent here a lot quicker. I'm going to cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as I thought they would actually jump onto this point, but it's just a second too late. Diablo just now getting into lane, and we can look at the damage, experience, and healing for these two teams as we have level 8 on game number 4. Members of VGM Gaming looking to push us to game 5 right now with this first Triglav Protector. Panda on Panda crime, indeed. Indeed. Make sure you set it to emote priority. Oh, I didn't even know you have to do that too. Holy crap, that was new for me. Has VGM picked the traditional mage in any other games? No, I don't think either team really has. No. Towers of Doom, Tiger JK was on Jaina. And Nacho Jin was on Li Ming, I think. So yeah, we have had some traditional mages. Yes, we have. Both teams have gone for traditional mages, if you will. But you also have to realize that a lot of at least the members of Team Alexander are going to be limited on their hero pools. That's going to be Warden's Cage coming out. There's a Temporal Loop as well. Umbral Bind pulling people around. There's a Lure NATO on top of all of this. Circles and triangles being thrown around. Lockdown so very low. They don't have 10 talents here, so they're going to be going down. No Storm, Earth, and Fire available. No Wandering Keg, which really, I mean, we expect it to be Wandering Keg, right? Chen did kill Chen again, just so you all know. 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Nice on the on the souls right there, and Chen's still holding 10. Diablo Shadow charges in. They're in for this. They really want this. Lightning Breath out onto Maka, shredding through their health pool. Urel's trying to dive on top of them, and that's the full duration, and they don't get a kill with it. Moshpit coming out from ETC. Cattle gonna get some healing as they actually kind of bop the Greymane further into. There's gonna be a time trap that stops them for a second. Greymane ends up going down. Spell is trying to get out of here with the overpower. That's gonna be Chen back into this. Wandering Keg was picked up from level 10. They're gonna get the Fire Breath onto Maka, and that will be a kill onto them. Temporal Loop onto Tiger, who gets the Vault of the Warden in time. There's gonna be a Righteous Hammer. They're gonna kick for the forward. Heavy is in a bit of a rough spot as the Wandering Keg comes out, but they managed to hug the walls. Really smart moves coming out from Heavy. One of the hard things about a Wandering Keg is if the enemy hero hugs the wall as they were, it's hard to get around them to bump them back in. So what you end up doing is you end up just bumping them further away. Very well played by Heavy. They almost got caught out by that because they actually got bumped off the wall and they immediately rounded. It's just well played. It's usually people panic and they just kind of like just try and run and they end up just getting pushed around, but hugging the wall like that from the Decker Cane was really, really well played coming out from Heavy. And excuse me. Sorry, my throat's insanely dry because I haven't had a sip of water in a while. 11 to 12, 1 to 6 in kills. The members of VGM Gaming, they want this game 5. They do not want to get knocked out in a 3-1 fashion. This is going to be a tight game, everybody. I really don't know who I can give this over to. Does Chen get a kill credit for himself? I don't know. Does he? Let's see. Oh wait, that's not KDA. Where are you, KDA? 7? Yeah. No, Chen does not get a kill. Temporal Loop onto Cattle. Just a little bit of damage here and there. 13 talents here advantage as well. Slexia, thank you for redeeming the bandage treat. I will remember to do that after this game. Thank you so much, Salonxia. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, my friend. Well, Chen kicks in, Lockdown taking a bit of damage, but they're trying to focus on the Tiger. Urel jumps in, Vesper gets the Righteous Hammer backwards, and control point B will be opening up in the next 13 seconds. Top lane camp still pushing in. Sylvanas is going to be Mercenary Queen, so she is going to be able to clear these out quicker, and if they have their own, they could actually be pushing these up fairly aggressively. Deep Breathing was finished at level 1, so they do have the reward of the cooldown reduction and mana reduction as well. Oh, by the way, you can use tab at and auto-completes usernames, no emotes? Really? Huh, interesting. I know English good to, no, I never English good myself. I literally called someone Snag and their name was Sag. So, there's that. Anyways, we don't make fun of reading here. This is control points so far in favor for the side of Team Alexander, as that's going to be a mosh pit from Cattle. Somehow the Wandering Keg comes out. Chen is still alive during all of this. They're trying to actually push Vesper away as they get the healing from Malfear, and they're going to try and drink through the pain. They're going to be interrupted. They end up going down. Chen does kill Chen once again. Hebby gonna try and hoot, and they manage to get out of there. They managed to get to a potion just in time. This is a 1-for-1. Chen for ETC as the Wailing Arrow came out. Doesn't find the kill, but Gondor so very low. Nacho Jin going to be the target of Vesper, who does manage to get away from the scroll ceiling. Nacho going to be targeted. Stasis will be used. Vesper has a Righteous Hammer, is going to be used as well. Nacho trying to get out of here, does get Goomba stomped by the Urel. ETC is going to be back in the next few seconds, and they actually have the Banshees forward. They're going to chase onto them. Vesper tanking underneath this tower, but they have the Dauntless from level 1, so they can just take 4 shots from these towers, reducing their armor by 10 up to -20. Really well played from the members of VGM Gaming, and they might be able to confirm a second Triglaw Protector. Chromie down for the next 10 seconds, and only 1 dead across the board, but it's a solid level lead for the side of VGM Gaming. Team Alexander needs to clear some waves. They do have their Diablo back to full souls, and Chromie coming back into this fight as well. They need to take this fight now on the side of Team Alexander. Otherwise, the enemy team could be approaching 16 talents here, and oh no, this Biotic Commander is taking a bit too long. Oh no, they'll be fine. 20% is gonna be, yeah. 20% is enough time. Gondor just needs to get on the point. Cattle actually rushes off for here because there's no friendly members around. So this will be stalled out at 90... Okay, there we go. 98%. We should be seeing actually one big team fight over this. But with 16 in tow, they're going to have to back off. This is going to be... They either fight this down without 16s or they give over the Triglaw Protector. Greymane is actually grabbing a camp. This is a little risky right now with the positioning across the board. Spell over here on the point. Power Slide does come through. ETC does have the Encore from level 13, so they have that cooldown reduction. Wandering Keg coming out from the Chen. Gonna boop them into the roots. It's a lot of damage on Namaka, who ends up going down. That will be the Lightning Breath from the Diablo to slow Heavy down. Gondor looking for the chase in onto Heavy. There's gonna be a 30 health Chromie who does go down, so a 1-for-1 trade. Assassin for Assassin, and this is a lot of damage onto Hyde, who does drop the Biotic Emitter on the ground. They were looking for some sort of kill onto Heavy. Gondor is split from the friendly team. Hyde is so very low as well. Urel's gonna chase on into them. Hyde using the speed boost from the turn, from the conveyor belt as the mosh pit goes out, but there's no damage. It just delays things out to allow them to get the kill onto the Malfurion, and Gondor just trying to find the damage onto Heavy, but they're just smacking them with their stick, and they're still living. Lockdown doesn't have a Wandering Keg for 10 seconds, and they were upward bound for a few seconds right there. 99% for both of these teams essentially on the Triglaw Protector as ETC jumps over back onto the point. It's no 16 talents here, but it looks like they're going to give this over to the enemy team, and this will be Triglaw Protector, second one of the game, over to the side of VGM Gaming. Dear Lord, what a back and forth.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
Still saying it wrong? Oh, of course. Absolutely, why wouldn't I? People don't come to my channel for me to say their names right. People come to my channel to say, here's the storm things incorrectly. So far, the team with ETC has always won, so Alexander better ban ETC next game. Are you calling it here, Paradox? Are you calling it? Are you calling it, saying that this is 69% on the Triglaw Protector? Nice. Thank you, Selexia. Spell is over here. I'm waiting for them to try and, like, what's the game plan here? Maka gets pulled in. They get shredded That's going to be a Righteous Hammer from Urel to force them back. There's going to be a Rocket Glove out as well. They're trying to drop this Trigla Protector before it gets back behind the gate. Have you ever seen... I'm sorry, was the Trigla Protector reduced inside randomly, or are my eyes just like absolutely just... I swear to God, the Trigla Protector was like reduced in size randomly, and it might just be my eyes after casting. Sing, sang, sing, sing. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm still gonna call you Snag, because I can't pronounce things correctly, or Sag. Welcome, Sag Drax. I'm so sorry. My dyslexia gets me so bad sometimes that I just can't. I'm just like, you just gotta lean into it. Like, screw it. I don't say things correctly. That's part of it. That just happens. We're working on it. Every day is a new challenge. We have 17 to 18 in levels, 4 to 10 in kills. We have got the biotic emitter in favor for Team Alexander, and they're trying to prove Paradox wrong in chat by saying, all right, we see you that you know, you're saying ETC wins every game. Let's make that not the case. But 19 to 17 when it actually comes to our levels in favor for VG. It's more like 18 to 19. It's about a level lead still. And actually, while we have this level lead, let's go ahead and look through the other talents. I know Chromie's just showing 20. If they could snap it real quick, that'd be better. Okay, well, we'll find out in a little bit what the 20 for Chromie is going to be. We might have there's a time trap to delay things out. Just poke damage at this. Yeah, they just poke at this. I don't think they didn't have people in position for this ready to go. Hello, I am Stick, and I play on lane for Team Frilly Dan. Yeah, exactly. Sags. But I'm almost one of the few people. Yeah, but here's the thing, Kalis. I pronounced your name correctly after you and I talking about it for probably 2 minutes in my chat one time. So there's that. Is that the not Paradox? Yeah, it is. That might have level 4. I didn't look at it. We can double check here in a few moments. 20 to 18 in levels, so obviously... Ooh, wait, lockdown? No, they'll be fine. They're just gonna literally kick onto them. They have Wandering Keg too, yeah. Just Keg W and get out of there. They tap well. They're going to have enough to share for a little shielding for the friendly team. Bottom lane Fort's going to be getting low here. Greymane still is in top lane, going to be mounting up and working their way down over here. That's going to be a root out from Decker Kane. Just roots the Chen, but they keep drinking through all the pain. No Wandering Keg right now, so no control from that. Shadow Charge onto the Fort. The Sylvanas loses her duration to lock down the tower, but they're still burning on this Fort. That's going to be the Warden's Cage from Maya. Lightning Breath out from the Diablo. So many members are so very low. Heavy is going to get cooked right now. Do they get out of the... They don't get out of the Molten Breath in time, or the Lightning Breath in time. Greymane went for the throat and found a kill right there. Maka so very low. They razor swipe over to Tiger JK. They actually roll away using the disengage right there. Lockdown drinks a little bit further, as this is going to be control point C opening up in the bottom lane, and this is without a 20 talent tier advantage. They are going to, I guess, without 20 talent tier period, they're going to try and take that fight, and they managed to get one kill, not losing one, only losing their Fort. That's a trade you take, especially when you're down in the experience department. And it looks like they're going to be able to get the first initial channel onto this control point on the side of Team Alexander. My name, I mean, read more. What? Even I have no idea how to pronounce that, just looks cool. Wreckages? Sounds like wreckages, like many, many ships are wrecked.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
I don't know, phonetics are weird for me. I was raised by immigrants, all right? I was raised by immigrants and I went to Detroit public schools, all right? We shall call you Steve. I'm sorry. I know you're all here for heroes, not to listen to me meme. 20's up on both sides. We have, what do we have? So it is going to be stuck in a loop for Chromie. Alrighty. Chen does have the Purify Brew. Blink from Sylvanas. Is this Deathmosh or no, this is Torbus. Deathmosh is a different one. Maiev level 4, pinned down. Yeah, it's I think they were expecting a lot more people to group up, but they don't really have a grouping. I don't know. That's a weird one. What's the overall like value from it? I don't even know. Hold on. Wandering Keg coming out right there. They're actually going to be pushing Tiger back in, but there's a Lornado pushing Diablo away. This is such a split fight right now. Let's actually pull away the talent so we can see everything a little bit better. Vault of the Warden, spell still on this point, does have control. Tis looking for the potential Trigla Protector here. That's going to be Righteous Hammer to knock them back. Contested time as they get the Shadow Charge. They're just trying to buy time so they can get the initial channel onto this. Lockdown in a bit of a rough spot. Does pop the stagger damage right there. They need to drop their fortification before they go down. The Malfurion healing isn't going to be close enough. Chen kills Chen once again. Look at Cattle. Look at Cattle. Look at Cattle's flank coming into this. Mosh Pit's off of cooldown. They're just looking for someone in the backline. They get in on Nachogen. Here's the thing. This is just separating the Chromie. This is actually really beneficial. Now, Nachogen is out of that. They're going to have the temporal loop onto Maka. That's actually going to dump them back in the same spot. That will be the kill onto Maka. They use the stasis from Nachogen. Also use the time trap onto themselves, giving themselves 20 armor from that. Cleanse comes out from Hyde. Meanwhile, on the top of the screen, we are going to be seeing a fight continue to break out as no one's able to get the Triglav Protector. It is currently 1-to-1 in kills during all of this. Gondor chasing out a little bit further, but I think they've managed to disengage. Meanwhile, Maiev is just doing Maiev things in top lane. Pronounces my name like some sort of prescription medication. Selexia? Salongsia. That's the proper way to say it. Selexia sounds like dyslexia. That's how I pronounce it, yes.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
Consult your doctor before taking Selexia. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading chat. Tiger goes for top keep, yeah. That was a... Huh. Tiger, what you doing there, bud? You sieging as Maiev? Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Triglav Protector coming in here. It's a 4v5. Actually, Chen, hello?
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Keep went down in top. Lockdown chasing. Thinking? Thinking face? Is he also flying kick? Mosh Pit, Torbus coming in, but they're going to dump damage from the Triglav Protector onto Cattle. This is Gondor taking a whole lot. The Wailing Arrow came out as well. Somehow they were living. Malfurion was keeping them alive for a little bit. They actually exit the Triglav Protector. That's going to be the blink out from Maka as well. Diablo's trying to make something happen here as that's going to be Chen kicking in. Wandering Keg's available so they can stop the retreat. They're actually going to chase onto Maka using the Elusive Brawler. They're just going to be tanking shots from the keep and they end up getting the kill. Wandering Keg comes out as they're trying to keep them from getting away over here. Mosh Pit comes out and it's going to be... I want to point this out. We had a Mosh Pit start this fight. We have a Mosh Pit already again. That is the value of level 13 already. Nerf that ding ding talent that is busted at this level of play. That's going to be a Chromie for an ETC. Spell is very low here. That's going to be Soul's reset on the Diablo. Lockdown tries to get out, tries to kick backwards, tries to drink through the pain. Will not be able to do so. Unstoppable status will be there. They buy some time. Diablo Souls to be reset. Malfurion just trying to get out of here. There's going to be the root. A Hand of Freedom was picked up. Yes, it was at level 4, so they've got that self-cleanse onto that. Hyde is just trying to deal damage and live, and they're just trying to get out of here. Yeah, this is this is a staggered death, I do think, underneath. Yeah, this is probably a staggered death. Unfortunate. Gondor calls for aid, yeah. Big brain Maiev play? I don't know. I really don't know. Greymane got good? Yeah, Greymane is very good in this game. Hi, Dyslexia, hi. Oh. Yeah, Alien. Having uppercase letters definitely helps, at least me. I don't know where some words start and some words end, so it's difficult for me to pronounce names when I'm looking at them. 22-23, a 22-minute game here on Volskaya Foundry for what could be the win for the members of Team Alexander in our Chili Mountain Here's the Storm Super Cup number 2, or we go to a game 5. I mean, people in chat are saying we go to a game 5. It's hard for me to say myself here. I will point out this, though. Top lane has consistent catapult pressure coming through, 428. They don't even have the top lane fort down right now. The issue with that is that there's going to be constant catapult pressure coming out every single wave, and you have these scaling as well. 456 right now. So the big thing that actually Tiger, some of us might be memeing about it, some of us might be laughing about the fact that Tiger was just sitting up there pushing it. Here's the thing, they didn't lose their own keep in bottom lane, so that's a win. They got a top lane keep, that's a win. They managed to also get consistent catapult pressure, so map-wise, the map is very much in favor for the members of VGM Gaming. Like, they as long as they play the map pressure here consistently, control point A is going to be a very comfortable time for them, because what's going to happen is there will be constant pressure through this lane from the catapults that'll win out the lane, press things up faster, and they'll have to be wary about that, meaning they can't sustain the fight forever over the mid lane objective. Vesper's holding this for a few seconds. They want to throw this out as they have like a wave, as well as there's no pressure into the top lane against them. This means that they have, it's much like the Shaman camp or the Null camp on Alterac Pass. You want to throw it in so that way the enemy team has this kind of time bomb that they need to either defuse or just let it go off, and here they can't just let that time bomb reach their core, especially with the wave pushing up, especially with a catapult as strong as they are. The members of Team Alexander need to take the fight, win the fight, and clear top lane as quickly as possible. We'll see what happens here, as that's going to be the Warden's Cage coming out from Maiev. There's going to be Wandering Keg to force them all away. That Wandering Keg is actually going to just be a defensive tool as Deckard Cain gets Mobius looped and goes down, but does the Chen get picked off? Greymane goes down as well. Chen is trying to drink through the pain as the mosh pit goes out. That's a Diablo and a Chen going down. Malfurion is going to try and get out of here, but I think they're rushing top lane. They want to end game right now on the side of VGM Gaming. 50-some seconds on 3 players. They should be able to do it with the wave that they've got. And ladies and gentlemen, chat might have called it correctly here. We are looking like we are going to a game 5. This best of 5 series does not go over in a 3-0 fashion, not a 3-1 fashion. We are going to get all 5 games of this best of 5 series here as they move to the core on the side of VGM Gaming, and they take game number 4 here on Volskaya Foundry. We head to our final map that is available within the map pool for the Chili Mountain. Here's the Storm Super Cup number 2. GG. Well played. Wow. Wow. ETC, you're all too strong? Apparently.
You could give the best hugs.
Ghost Bear Hots, no. People don't need to start spelling common names oddly for Bahamut to pronounce. No! Like Jennifer, please! No! Yeah, I'd say boy Jenny, that's probably right. 100 versus 150 roughly. Let's show talents. Wow. Game 5. Who would have thought? We've been going for 4.5 hours straight. All right, we got lobby. Oh, I forgot that this is the last map in the pool. Hell yeah. I think there was a bandit treat, was there not? Yeah, Selexia had the bandit treat. $13 talent on ETC is busted, I agree. Bandit, you wanna come say hi to chat?
You could give the best hugs.
Can you give high five? Good boy. Take it. Thank you for being gentle, mister. Good boy. Thank you, Salongsia, for that. Immortan, thank you for the bandit pets. Let's get those in right now. Also, Fire Tiger, thank you for the follow. Want some pets, bud? Some pets? Come here. Come lay down. Boy. I just want to make sure the players aren't waiting on me. Looks like we're good. Thank you for redeeming the bandit pets. Issa! Hi! How are you doing, friend? Thank you for redeeming the bandit pets. Much appreciated. Okay. I think the players might be running to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do the same thing really, really quickly and grab one more glass of water just in case. So BRB from me. Stay right there, chat. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. Oh. I know, it's crazy. Half of that clip is just ETC waiting for a good mosh. No actual cooldown. Yeah. The last fight in the bottom lane was insane. Sorry, my stomach's starting to flip on me. I need to eat something soon. I keep getting video pauses, but no audio interruption. Is that just me and my Comcast? I haven't dropped any frames, knock on wood. I got 6K bitrate. We're all looking good. Oh, sorry. There's a massive wave of nausea that's hitting me. We're dealing with stomach problems today. Oh my god. We should be fine. Just not eating anything and talking for this long is a little draining on the body. Caster R. In Chromecast, I always have to set up a static bitrate, so try taking off auto. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chromecast can be weird. Oh, it also might be, there might be an issue with the whole, no, because I have transcoding, so it should auto take you down. That's weird. My transcoding should be fine for you, because I was like, oh, well, maybe I wonder if, like, you might live in an area where your download rate isn't fast enough for my upload rate, but I have transcoding, which literally means you can set it to, like, 1080, 1 FPS or whatever, you know. Get some bug snacks? Yeah, I should get some bug snacks. No, I'm gonna eat like a decent meal after this, and then I'm gonna go for my 6 mile walk. It's auto set to quality, static is 1080. Eat some Fritos? I need a meal, I don't need a snack. I don't need a good snack, I need a meal. Either way, let's get into game, everybody. Welcome in, everyone, to the Chili Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2 Grand Finals game number 5. We are here on Braxis Holdout. Yes, we have played every map in the pool, or we've banned them out. So basically, for anyone wondering, the home team this evening was the members of Team Alexander. They banned out Infernal Shrines and Dragonshire. Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass were banned up by the members of VGM Gaming. First map was Tomb, won by the members of VGM. Second map was Towers of Doom, won by Team Alexander. Third map was Battlefleet of Eternity, won by Team Alexander. Fourth map was Volskaya Foundry, we just saw, won by the members of VGM. And so this will be first pick priority coming out from the side of Team Alexander, and map pick priority out of the side of VGM Gaming, and I can already hear Bandit starting to pace because it's getting near to that time when I usually feed him his second meal. So I can, like, I just heard him leave, and he's like, I can hear him, like, standing outside the door, like, shaking his head a little bit. Yeah. Judgingly, might I add you. Garrosh and Junkrat should be banned out on the left and the right-hand side. I'm glad we hit game 5. I just got my food in. Perfect. What did you get, Paradox? Let me live through you. I'm gonna eat, like, hot dogs, I think, after this. Yeah, hot dogs sound good. Grilled 2 of those. So Garrosh, what else are we gonna ban out here? Either they're looking for the ETC or they're gonna ban it out. They have first pick, so they're gonna get rid of Nubrak, actually. This is pretty hype. I agree. It's this is looking like a great series, and I mean, I said it was gonna be a great series, and it has turned out to be exactly that. Man, we've had some good games today. We've had a solid, like, 4.5 hour stream. Lots of awesome, good action for all of you at home. Junkrat was banned out. What else do they want to get rid of? Do they get rid of... Ooh, do they get rid of Deckard? No. I think, yeah. So right now, this is the awkward spot for Team Alexander. They either go for ETC or they go for... Wow! Really? All right, then I expect VGM to take up Deckard and ETC here, right? Is that not the 1-2 pick? Or is it ETC URL? And they hold the Deckard. I think they ETC URL this. I honestly do. Really? Wow. Stukov and Cassia to be grabbed for the members of VGM Gaming. I got Hawaiian food, specifically chicken katsu with sweet pork buns on the side. I think I'm gonna be ordering out food after this, after reading something like that. Sivo, I agree, some crazy games. Yeah, I agree, Chilrog, it sounds delicious. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna have hot dogs and, like, eat low calories and just be good. No, I think I'm just gonna order pizza and just be a fat pile of crap. Ana, Tassadar, ETC to be grabbed. This is the first Tassadar we've seen from Team Alexander, so I'm excited to see what they managed to do with this Tassadar. Ban-wise on the right-hand side, gonna get rid of the mouthfeel. Wait. No way. There's no way they do this to us. There's no way they Cho'Gall us here, right? There's no way they Cho'Gall this. TA got an ETC, so they win. You think so? I don't think they Cho'Gall this, but like the mouthfeel was suspect. But I don't think so. Yeah, I think yeah, okay. I didn't think, but there was like a little bit of me that like was like, maybe? Just maybe? So non-body positive, Baha? Yeah, we don't have to get into that. There's maybe a way, unlikely. Yeah, I know. I didn't think we'd get it, but a caster can dream, okay? Cho'Gall with Stukov would be so bad. But it's heavy Stukov. Have they Cho'Gall before? No. I really didn't think they were gonna do it, but it's one of those things that like when there's like some signs that point towards it, like picking a healer and assassin immediately in the draft, and then the mouthfeel ban, it's just like maybe it's a little suspect. Either way, Chen, Hanzo on the left-hand side. I actually really like that draft. It looks like a strong draft overall. I'm excited about this more. I'm excited about more Chen play. I love seeing Chen in competitive games. Stukov, Cassia, Yrel, Mei, they need some extra damage. Jaina actually wouldn't be a bad idea for some extra burst damage. I like that quite a bit. That's actually, I like that a lot. You always think it's Cho'Gall. You know what? If I believe it's Cho'Gall every single time and then it becomes Cho'Gall, aren't I just a god caster? They actually played Cho'Gall Abathur yesterday. Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry, I was busy all day yesterday. Well, no, literally all day. Yeah, I was doing woodworking projects in the morning and yard work, and then I did D&D, and then I streamed Fall Guys last night. That was a blast. I actually got a win too. I got like not consistent, but I got a lot of second places. Like literally, like I fell off, and then the game ended because I was the last. I had to fall off to the first place and get their first place because there was no way I could have won it. Like I got second place like twice on the hexagonal thing. That was annoying. Either way, we're here. We don't have to talk about Fall Guys. We can talk about Heroes of the Storm. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Team Alexander. We have got pause. It's on West. It's on West. What's the issue, Cattle? Oh, it might be Cat. His cat constantly... Okay. Cattle's cat constantly... Their cat constantly, like, will do things to... Well... make Cattle have to get up and go deal with his cat. There was like there was one time in a Tespa Collegiate Series cast where he had to run away because a cat like in the background, like I think Jayhow or someone in production noticed it, like the cat was like knocking a plate off the counter in the background. So he had to literally like get up and run and catch the cat and like do all this stuff. So the meme is at points that Cattle's cat is constantly trying to sabotage him. I know he said Liam needs 1 minute, but I'm still just gonna blame it on Cattle's cat. Either way. We're hanging out here. We have this pause. We'll deal with this in a little bit. IDK. Stark, thank you for gifting 6 months. Excuse me. Seriously, thank you for giving 6 months to Buttspot. Holy crap! Thank you so much. Buttspot, enjoy your asthma pogs, your Baja. Like, you know what's funny is like Buttspot can actually do the emotes that sometimes they. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Stark, for gifting 6 months to Buttspot. Dear Lord, bless you, my child. I've admitted once or twice before. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Team Alexander. We've got Lockdown on the Chen. Gondar is going to be on the Tassadar. Nachogen will be on the Hanzo, Hyde will be on the Ana, and Spell on the ETC. On the right-hand side, we got the members of VGM Gaming. We got Heavy, Hooten on the Stukov, Cattle on the May, Maka on the Cassia, Tiger will be on that Jaina, and Vesper just running into the gate on Urel. Let's get into the bottom. Wait, what's this? I feel like I have not seen this mount before. Oh no, I just don't see. I've seen this before. Just it's not a common one. You got a little chin pat. Anyways, little chin hair. Top lane, they're all set up here for lockdown. Hawaiian food is like a fusion of all foods. I usually don't lean into Hawaiian purely because it's a little bit on the sweeter side, and I'm not a sweet, like, food in general. Like, sweet and sour chicken's never been a thing for me, if that makes sense. Sunny Gur, thank you for the, or I guess Sunny German maybe. Thank you for the follow. Either way, let's get into game. Let's focus in on to our game number 5 in our grand finals for the Chili Mountain Heroes of the Storm Super Cup number 2. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for watching all these wonderful games, but this is going to be our final game of the day on Braxis Holdout. This will determine who takes $250, my brain, and who is going to be taking home $50. This is literally the fight for a big $200 like difference between the first place and last place. Regardless, you get some pizza, Taco Bell money, whatever you want to call it. Spell is not going to be able to sniff out that camp, as that will be grabbed. Meanwhile, Nachogen and friends will be grabbing this one over here. Looks like we do have the target practice level 1, so they're going to try and hit every hero at least 3 times for the extra. So if you hit every hero once, you get 30% range increase off of your Stormbow, and then when you hit every hero 3 times, you get 100 extra damage. Yes, 100 extra damage. Make sure that everyone in your Storm League games flames you for not fully finishing that questing talent for the extra 100 damage. Especially when it was so many other levels that we lost on. Looking at the bottom lane, we actually have the lanes kind of flipped on us. Typically, Solo's top and the 4 core 4s in bottom. This is going to be the opposite right now, as Lockdown and Vesper are going to be going 1v1. Just looking at some level 1s, we actually do have the Storm Stout secret recipe. Chen heals for 3.5 of his maximum health when his basic attacks hit an enemy hero, so they are able to have a little more sustain into this URL. But the big thing to note is also Dauntless. Dauntless from level 1 has got that 40 armor, so if you're auto-attacking to heal, yeah, cool, but you're not really dealing much damage because they are mitigating that by about 40% right now. So it's just a bit of a rough spot. Lockdown, I don't think, has the sustain. Though here's the thing, they do have the sustained mana over this in the sense of brew, because Chen doesn't use regular mana, he drinks for his little yellow bar right there. Vesper using the Righteous Hammer to deny that as they're just kicking around. This is slowly being won by Chen. As you can see them drinking, they get a little bit of shielding from that as well. Gonna dump the keg out, but yeah, this is getting real close, and I think Chen and Urel both realize this. He's gonna drink up a little bit on the point, gonna kick forward. Urel's gonna get the Righteous Hammer. I know that there's different fights happening, but this is actually kind of really tight between these two, and I want to focus on this for a couple more seconds. That's going to be channel in favor for the members of Team Alexander. Vesper, oh, they don't get hit with the flame. Is there a kick? There's a pause. All right, let's pull it back to us though, because we want to hold competitive integrity. Cassia is lagging 1 second. Okay. I'm just looking. Flying Kick is off cooldown. Flying Kick requires 10 brew. Chen currently has half a bar of brew. Hey, Vita. 250 large? Wait, what? 400 ping. Tell me when. Wait, what? What did I miss? Hi. 250 large. Like a large... Oh, the cash pool. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Urel is dead. Urel has 32 HP. Chen has 1 flying kick off of cooldown. I think we might be seeing first blood when we come back from game. Is Hand of Freedom up, though? Let's see. Movement speed for 3 seconds, remove all stuns. It doesn't matter if it's off cooldown. Flying Kick has got such a big range. Hand of Freedom is actually on a 3-second cooldown currently. So Flying Kick, I will say this. Lockdown, when they come off of this pause, they are going to be mashing Q.
You could give the best hugs.
Arkuru, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I murdered your name. But does he die to a tower? Ooh. Stagger is 6 seconds from cooldown. Do they die from tower? I don't know. I don't know, chat. It does force Chen to int. Yep. He's gonna be faster? Yeah, he's dead. You think so? Yeah. I don't think Chen lives through this. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. It's 527 health on Chen right now. We're waiting for one player to level out on their ping. Vesper. No clean kill, Keck W? Maybe. All right, looks like the readies are coming through, so let's get back in the game, everybody. Countdown's in. Do we have the wandering?
First blood.
There it is. Chen lives. Meanwhile, in top lane, we are going to see Jaina go down as well. Spell's going to jump onto the point. And this will be first Zerg wave, probably in favor for the side of Team Alexander. Not Urel. Mei's coming down here. Chen does this 1v1 a little better, I think. Mei does have some good control, so it's going to stall this out actually for a couple seconds. This is also going to be Urel coming down here. Chen knows this, so they have to back off at some point. Going to drink through a little bit of pain, but ETC coming down as well. Yeah, and they back off. I love that we all built that up like, does Chen get away? Does the tower deal damage? Nah, he kicks, he walks away. He's a giant panda. He drinks, he's fine. Him good boy, him thick boy. Meanwhile, over in top lane, I want to look at the Tassadar. It looks like they did go into the Plasma Shield for level 4, but did still go into the Shock Ray at level 1. Excuse me, the Static Charge at level 1, building that up. That's a whole lot of damage on the Mocker right there. Nim, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content you're seeing. Tiger is going to be taking quite a bit themselves. That's a lot of damage onto them. They get picked off on top of everything, and this is now Kettle just going for the channel. Meanwhile, Chen over here down the bottom lane. Once again, we have the 1v1, and we already know that Chen won it once, but does Urel having full mana, does that change anything? At this moment, it doesn't really matter. The first Zerg wave will be going over to the side of Team Alexander, and this is a massive wave coming in through top lane. Bottom lane does have a wave as well. It's going to be 18%, so it's probably going to be one Ultralisk, maybe a Baneling, or not a Baneling, a couple Zerglings. No Hydras, yeah, it's just one Ultralisk that's pushing up the lane with a couple Lings as well. Meanwhile, let's look in top lane as this is going to be the Banelings coming in. The Banelings, honestly, the little green boys on the ground, if you don't know specifically what I'm talking about, those really deal some damage. You want to make sure that you don't get caught up by those, but this looks like it should be the fort in top lane going down. We also do have the Hydralisk being spawned on the far side of that from the Guardians and the... I think it's the Guardians and the Ultralisks. Another pause coming out right now. Let's get back into it. Okie dokie. Probably dead before the pause. It's funny that you laugh about a pause, but we literally have a pause. 2.2 seconds. Gondor never going to sleep, yeah. Oh, it looks like Discord's the issue for the members of Team Alexander right now. Pauses. Pauses, chat. It happens. It's a grand finals. I mean, I gotta pause back. All right, we in this. We're ready to go. Where is my cast? Alrighty, game resumed. That's all good. We do have bottom lane Chen just coming back down here. Elusive Brawler at level 7 for them. 30% movement speed and evade basic attacks for 2 seconds. Chen's basic attacks reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds as well. Into the Urel, if they're going to be having these sustained 1v1s, that's a really great pickup for them. Gives them just opportunities to avoid damage, and if they're sitting there smacking back at them, they're going to be able to reduce the cooldown. 30 seconds, or was it 20? I couldn't remember. 25 seconds, excuse me. So you need roughly 12 autos to get full CDR, like just from the autos. So not bad. You'll probably have quite a few in there. Pause champ? Yeah, pause champ indeed. Alright, sorry, I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything. Top lane is going to have Yrel and Chen. Seems like Chen's trying to put the pressure on as their own camp's a little bit stronger in that lane. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers as well, get an idea of what the damage experience and healing is look like in game number 5 of our grand final best of 5 series. Force wall to keep Cattle over here, but Cattle is just still rolling into Gondar. They have this this pressure into bottom lane as well during this entire fight. Chen kicking onto Vesper. They're slowly forcing up the top lane wave. Objective phase should be announced fairly soon. It's not too long in between when we have the Zerg spawn, or excuse me, when the Zerg goes down and when we actually have another objective phase up and available. This map moves fairly quickly. Also to note that if they are able to get the Zerg wave for the members of Team Alexander, that will be bottom lane Zerg for them, top lane Zerg for the members of VGM Gaming. So just keep that in mind for the next Zerg wave. That might be why we're seeing them prioritize bottom, so that way if they get a kill, they might be able to siege in onto this front gate, soft push that, and help the Zerg wave get some extra value. But 10 talent here will be right around the corner in favor for the side of Team Alexander. Let's see what they get here for those choices. They're actually going to step up into that front gate a little bit. Might have been a mistake as ETC power slides in. Maka getting pushed around. There's going to be a force wall as well. Nothing out of the ordinary. Wandering Keg, so get your Keg W's in chat. Or your Chen W's, whichever one you want to use. And, ETC's, I mean, this is Hanzo with the gigantic arrow. Dragon's arrow, if you will. Yeah, sorry, I always get those backwards. I know I say it a million times, but I always get Dragon Strike and Dragon Arrow backwards because the verbiage for them makes no sense. Either way, Stukov lurking arm. Valkyrie coming out. Will actually pull the ETC in. That's going to be Lockdown kicking into the backline. Wandering Keg is on cooldown currently as ETC takes a lot of damage, gets Goomba stomped by the Yrel as Vesper's still chasing in. This is going to be the Archon form still out from Gondar, trying to find some sort of damage. Nice shock ray to get a bit onto Vesper as they are going to be forced back. No one in top lane, so no channel just yet as no one's able to get control of that. Lockdown going to jump onto the point, just take a little bit of damage, drink through some of that pain. Was it a mistake? They seem to be fine as they kick over to Tiger. Going to eat some Blizzard damage right there while getting the regeneration globe, and Vesper's able to jump out as well. 10s across the board, as we've already seen that. 3-1 in kills. No one in top lane as ETC meanders their way back into this engagement. We do have Yrel actually jumping over the wall to be able to get to top lane faster. Once they see that, they're actually going to jump onto this point, so they mitigate any sort of channel on either side. Actually, there's a bit of a, there's a slight channel for a second right there. Camp is grabbed, but oh wait, no, Chen going to be kicking out into heavy. They're looking for a potential pick onto them. Wandering Keg's up and available. Sleep Dart does go out. Shock Ray, Wandering Keg bounces Maka into the enemy team, but they actually don't mosh pit. I was surprised by that, actually. I was waiting for the mosh pit just to be dumped on top of that, but no. We also do see that there is the Jaina level baseline Fingers of Frost in level 1 is done right there, but Hanzo also finishes out the simple, oh my god, advanced, not advanced targeting. The target practice, dear lord, I'm very sorry, chat. I thought of everything. Mosh Pit's going to be dumped behind them, but Mei is going to interrupt that with a boot from the icing. That's going to be Tassadar going down. Vesper finds the other, just literally going to be on top of ETC, and they body block them. Spell is just trying to get out of here. They have no way to do so, and ETC goes down as well. Meanwhile, in top lane, Lockdown's going to be clearing things out as best they can, just drinking through a lot of this, anchoring and tanking the damage from the minion wave specifically, so the towers can deal a lot more damage to the actual wave itself. While they're on all of that, and while there's a couple dead, they're going to grab a boss to push into, I would assume, bottom lane? Top lane? Yeah, bottom lane. I think it works in the same way. I think the Archangel? Terran Archangel, yeah. I think it works like in the same light as the Immortals on Battlefield of Eternity, like in the same, like it prioritizes the weaker lanes. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure. I've actually seen it do the opposite. Either way, they will be getting a kill onto Hanzo right there. VGM is looking to build a massive gap in their favor, but it's not that big of an experience gap, as it is still about half a level lead in their favor. They do have 13 talents. That's going to be Ice Wall out. Gondar not connected by that one. Bosses got good damage here, and it looks like Zergwave will go through top lane. And Chen is just brawling out in this 1v1, and unfortunately they don't get to the point in time. Do they actually have the chase for Vesper? Does Lockdown actually have enough damage? They're going to get the regeneration globe. I think that was mitigated by the Flame Breath right there pretty much. Vesper's trying to get out, but they've got the Zerg wave as well. Lockdown needs to be wary of the Banelings because those really can shred through a health pool. And you're seeing, look at that explosion of damage. Meanwhile, over here, there's going to be a fight happening on the lower half of the map. Nitrogen's going to get very low. They try and use the agility to get over the wall, but they're going to go down. That's going to be Gondor dropping. The force wall behind them. Cattle still in this chase. Boss is going to be pushing in as well. They do get the boss cleared out through bottom lane, but this is a lot of damage onto one, and Tassadar does go down. Zerg wave through top lane will confirm the fort as Chen was forced to leave that engagement that they were up against Urella, and they might have actually rotated down towards the fight that was just happening. This will be bottom lane fort going down, so it still is a value for the side of Team Alexander, but VGM Gaming, they've got a fort and they're going for keep front gate. They've got 5 members all on top lane pushing in and ready to go. I mean, they could potentially take game if they get a pick or two, and that's Lockdown. Gonna pop the Wandering Keg just to not in a panic sense, but just to force the enemy team away. Ice Wall connects on to the Chen. What's the follow-up to this? That's gonna be Urel diving in. There's a Blizzard underneath that, but they don't find the kill. They do find a keep, and I think they back off after that. You can see Hanzo Sonic Arrow, they actually get the snipe on the Maka as well. And bottom lane, just have one Guardian cleared out. So, keep for fort, and keep. Excuse me, fort for keeping. I can't say words, I'm sorry, chat. My blood sugar is just plummeting. VGM making a comeback. Immortal prioritize the strongest lane, yeah. I don't like, so I've actually had the Archangel not do that. Like, I've actually literally had an instance like this where there was like a keep in one lane and there was nothing in another, and it went to the nothing lane. So I don't know if it's like a bug or if the Archangel looks at the lanes differently and prioritizes based off of lane pressure itself rather than structure availability, if I'm saying that correctly, because I know Battlefield's always worked in that mechanic. I've never had it do anything but exactly prioritizing the more well-defended lane or the more structure embedded lane. And the Archangel, it kind of does whatever it wants, and who knows, it might be coded that way, or it might just be a bit of a bug that I see here and there, and it's misreading some of the structures in the lane. Who knows? Who absolutely knows? Probably the devs. Either way, 16 talent here is going to be coming through on the side of VGM fairly quickly, so they need to make something happen here for the side of Team Alexander. What that is going to be, I do not know. 16 talent here will be a big thing. A big fight would be huge for them, but I just don't know. Is this going to be the first game that ETC loses, or do they start to turn things around? Because they have lost to keep in top lane. It's a bit of a rough go. Now, they do have the fort down, so the periodic catapult pressure will come out in their favor as well, but it's not going to be consistent like the enemy side where you have a catapult every single lane. Right now, catapults are slapping for 247. ETC is just going to use the face melt to knock people back. Mosh Pit is off of cooldown. Power slide through. Oh, Mosh Pit tried to go up, but it's going to be set on a 10-second cooldown. Wandering Keg's going to be displacing things for a couple seconds here while the Ice Wall does go out. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Hyde, who does get picked off as well. Archon form used. There's going to be a power slide onto Urel, who does pop the Ardent Defender as well, and 20-some seconds on the objective phase. They get one kill, and they say, cool, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a camp and put that pressure into bottom lane and grab the objective phase as well. Excuse me, boss is already off of cooldown. I did not see that, and that will be a boss snap rip before Ana's even available. Lockdown coming in here. No Wandering Keg for 18, but the threat is present, and they're worried about it. They're worried about a Wandering Keg jumping onto point. ETC has Mosh as well. The team's coming in here. They're looking to make a play happen. Lurking Arm on the ground. Urel gets it. And they just threatened to buy a little bit of time. Ana up in 2 seconds. And that is going to be also Nano Boost down for the next 28. They go to clear out bottom lane, and Team Alexander on their back foot here. Really in the defensive posture. That's going to be a Wandering Keg from Chen trying to split Maka away from the friendly side. They can't get the damage they need to get the pick onto them, so this is just going to be an even fight. Actually, no, ETC goes down right there. Maka, so very low, is going to go down to the Shockwave from Tassadar. 1-for-1 trade. Vespers in the back line. Hanzo does get the agility over the wall, but now Stukov comes over here and says, I've got 3 autos that have your name on them. 1, 2, and 3 as they try and scatter, counter kill, and that is going to be Jaina going down. That's going to be a 4-for-2. Maybe even 5. Gondar split. There's a force wall. You can see the pings coming out, but Urel just wants to go for keep. Urel just wants to end game. Meanwhile, Cattle is just 1v1ing the Tassadars. The pings come out, and they get the kill onto Tassadar. The Zerg wave is present in bottom lane. All 5 members are dead for the next 20+ seconds. Well, less for some others, but you get the idea. The members of VGM Gaming look to go to core. ETC back up. Urel with the Righteous Hammer trying to harass them and force them back. Urel's going to jump in over here as the Zerg wave comes in with the boss as well. Anna's back as well, gonna try and slow things down, but the Zerg wave is just way too powerful as well as the boss. Excuse me, the boss is way too powerful. The Zerg wave isn't even freaking here yet, and now the Zerg wave has collapsed upon this. This will be game. The GGs are called, and game number 5 goes over to our NA team. VGM Gaming take Chili Mountain, Heroes of the Storm, Super Cup number 2 in game number 5. GG, well played. Wow. Congratulations to Team Alexander, who I am betting have already logged off. It is like 7 a.m. in Korea, probably. Tiger J said GG first, kinda harsh.
You could give the best hugs.
Zippy, thank you for the follow.